Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our live reaction show. I'm going a little bit early tonight, and we're going to have people join us as we go. But welcome to the show, everybody. I am excited. This is one of my favorite, shows of the entire year because I love Prime One Studio, and I love whenever they announce new things. Even though it might take a couple years to get them in, I'm still really excited about them. So I cannot wait tonight, and so I wanted to go a little bit early tonight just to talk to all you fine folks. Please share this video. That way other people can find it. That would be awesome. I'd love to have a large audience tonight of us all hanging out together. It's always one of our biggest shows, like I said. And so we officially kick off at 8 p.m. is when the show actually starts, Central Standard Time, 9 East. And I guess that would be, 6 Pacific. So, again, I'm looking very excited. Or I'm not looking very excited. I do have my giant Starbucks coffee here because it's going to be a long night for the BSC. Got to do my reaction videos and all that good stuff. So I'm just gearing in. I just cannot wait. We do have the Prime One YouTube channel queued up and all ready to go. So I can't wait for that. We also just now had Billy join us. Hello, Billy.
What's up, everybody?
How be it tonight, sir?
I'm all right. How's are we on already?
We're on already.
All right. What's up to the chat? Thanks for hanging, and looking forward to seeing something good.
Yeah, I think so. I thought we would go a little bit live or live a little bit early because this way we can maybe chat with some of the actual chat and see if there's anything that people want to see, that they hope to see, that we probably won't see.
Well, I want to hear actually if people put in the chat on what they predict, given your video this morning off of the guy's statement on what, because I was completely confused.
Well, the thing I think a lot of people will be receptive to was that better price point. I think that if they enter the market with something, and I don't know, I feel like they've done some smaller scale stuff before, and I don't think it's done that great for them. So I don't know, maybe more quarter scale, but like trimmed down quarter scale.
Well, yeah, I mean, they've done quarter scale for years, but I mean, I was honestly, when I saw that, I was thinking more 1/6.
Could be.
Yeah.
It could be. So I don't know. We got Borky 102 in the house, Brotherhood member. Thank you for being here. Good evening. We got Jammed Duke 1936 here 10 minutes early. Hello, everyone. Let's see some Mr. Freeze. I have a feeling we might see a little bit more of him tonight. I'm curious if they show a competitor to the Dark Side Returns Penguin, or better yet, a Joker 89. I think I would sell my entire collection before we actually get a Nicholson, but who knows? I don't think it's ever going to happen with Nicholson, but I think there's a chance we could get a Returns Penguin, but I think that would have been a better chance if Prime One was still working with Blitzway, and it doesn't appear that they are. However, they still had projects with them, like the Alex Ross pieces. So I don't know. I would like to hear some clarity with that. Have you heard anything on your end?
That Jack Nicholson license that I think you're right about that. Because I remember Darkseid did tease one. Remember there was like a silhouette.
Yep.
And just recently when they put their penguin up, they teased all four, right?
Right.
And when they put that penguin up, they showed the Keaton Batman, and the Joker was nowhere to be found.
Yeah, I think that was
wishful
thinking. Yeah. I'm assuming.
Yep.
But we'll see. Just want to thank everybody that's joined us in the chat. We already are up to 60 people in the chat, so thank you very much for being here, guys, a little bit early. Desert Jane says, yo. Bro, if they ever announce a 1/3 Nicholson Joker, it's a day one pre-order for me. Thanks. Absolutely, same here. And speaking of that, I'm spending some money today. Like a lot of money today.
Like a lot of Bane bank robber money or something?
I did buy Bane.
You did. Congrats.
And I'm buying 2 more J&D pieces.
The Batman, I'm assuming, because that would pair well. And I would say if you guys get first dibs on the bank robber Joker, go with that one.
Could be that one, but I'm also going to get the Catwoman.
The Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, I like that one. I think those early ones when you had Wonder Woman, Batman, and that one, I thought that she was the best.
Well, especially with the mask on. I don't think she looks great without it.
Yeah, I thought that one was the best. I never liked the Wonder Woman. I didn't like the Heath Ledger Joker. I do think this bank robber one will be better.
I do too.
Yeah, and the Bane is awesome. You know, especially when we got a better look at it. I mean, I thought it was mostly mixed media. It looked like maybe just the coat was, and it's done very well. I'm not a fan of the flat museum base, but if you get those other pieces and you have that as a separate display and you have those three together, which I don't know how, well, yeah, you have more room where, you know, there's like a pillar, space, pillar. Yeah. So I think those smaller bases, you could actually probably fit those three in rather nicely.
So today I kind of started, you know, moving some of my movie pieces back up to the middle, just because that Bane has sparked something in me. And so I thought, man, that would look pretty great together with Joker and Batman and Catwoman and Bane. I love that trilogy. And so
that's it. You're no
why
longer
not?
you're no longer the J&D hater. That's like what, 6 G's right there.
I was going to say it's a lot of cash. So
it's a lot of Finches.
Yeah,
well, you're coming to the end of that anyway. So
I've already paid for all the ones I did through CGC.
Yeah.
And so the only thing that I need to pay for is one more face, and then I'll be done.
But that was Joe Chill, right?
Joe Chill, yeah. And so David's doing HeroCon this weekend. Yep. Jason thought it would be pretty busy, so I'm not gonna hold my breath. But it'd be cool if he can get one done. I also asked him to do a Hush. I have a Hush already, but he did one last weekend and I loved it.
The one with Hush and Batman, it was more like
No, it was just a portrait, but he had kind of a black background. Let me see if I can show you, if you might have missed it.
I saw the one with Batman and Hush.
Yeah, that one looks good.
Yep.
Let me see. So this is the one I have now.
Yes, I see now.
That one. And then the other one that he did is this one.
Oh, wow.
I just think it's a lot better.
I mean, the background makes it pop, you know, but I don't think, I mean, it is better, but is it that much better?
Well, it's just this is one of the ones I don't like as much as the other ones.
Okay.
And so I thought, well,
yeah,
if he could do one just like that. So I don't know.
You weren't loving the Catwoman either, right?
And the Catwoman, I don't know, I wanted more of the modern take with the goggles.
Right.
So I don't know, I might just slowly have him redo a couple of the ones that, like, those two are really the only ones that I'm like, I've kind of tossed around the idea of doing like Ra's al Ghul without the angry face, just to see what he would do differently.
Yeah.
That one's so dynamic. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And so he's got, we're in June. I'm guessing he's doing San Diego, right?
I would assume, yeah.
And that's June, July, August. And then, I mean, New York, right? He has, I mean, I don't think they've announced anybody for New York.
I don't think so.
They did push it back 2 weeks. So it's more in the middle of October now. And then he is announced for Baltimore Comic Con, which is literally the following week, which we've talked about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
So I don't see him doing both. I mean, do you think he would travel to the same region 2 weeks in a row?
I don't know. I can ask Jason. Jason might know.
For sure. And I know we talked about you coming to Baltimore, if you can make that happen.
Yeah,
did you decide if you're going to come to New York or not?
I around that same time, and I can't remember if the dates line up, where we're coming to New York with my whole family because we're going to go see Hamilton. One of the original cast members is back, and so my family they're big Hamilton fans. I've seen it once, and the rumor was that maybe some other original cast would rejoin. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but so we're going to be in New York around that same time. I just need to find dates. I need to check dates.
Yeah, and
so we'll see.
I mean, it is back-to-back weekends. Like, you have New York, and then people who are traveling here probably have to pick one or the other. But
yeah. Got to give a shout out to Board Cube 1 of 2, member for 47 months, almost a 4 years member. Very excited for the show. And again, I cannot thank the members of this channel. You guys are absolutely incredible. Give yourselves a round of applause. You guys keep this thing afloat. So thank you very much for your continued support. Thank you very much. I forgot to thank you. You sent some cash the other day for StreamYard's deal. I can't remember how much it cost me, like $150 a year or something like that to run StreamYard. So again, thank you guys for your support in that way. And thank you, Billy, for what you sent. So thank you very much. Zach is here. Jam Duke says, hi, Billy. Desert Jane wants to see more quarter scale. Based on this morning's video, I would not be surprised to see 6 scale pieces. That's exactly what Billy said. Got Brotherhood member Justin Racklin in the house. Martin Torres. I think LBS has hinted that they might do some of their pieces in 6 scale someday. I do have some inside information on that, so hopefully I'll be able to share that soon. Hey, guys. I wonder if they'll announce new individual properties if Prime 1 gets a license to Star Wars or G.I. Joe line again. My wallet will hurt. Man, Star Wars would be...
If they got Star Wars, it is over.
It would be insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. I know Nicholson's likeness is very expensive, so I wouldn't be surprised if it never happens. I don't think it'll ever happen until he passes. I think that'll be the biggest opportunity for his family to cash in.
Does he have a lot of family? I don't even know if he has any kids, right?
I don't know. He's got to have some family, but I don't know.
He's not married. I mean, I don't know. He barely comes out anymore these days.
I was going to say, it's very, very rare.
I think the last time he came out, he was at a Laker game.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. And
yeah.
He looked like he's been in seclusion.
Yeah, I was going to say, congrats on joining the J&D club. Hell must have frozen over. I know. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself.
I mean, I don't think hell froze over. I think they put out a really good product with that one.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think Bane is kind of just, again, like I said, it just kind of woke me up a little bit. So we'll see. Hey, Chris, I have a question. What company made the Robert Pattinson Batman piece with him holding a flashlight? I think it's J&D, but I'm not sure.
There's been a few. There were 2 Prime ones.
Yeah, the Queen Studios had the one with the bat base that was kind of small, like the Batmobile base. J&D had the flat square base. So I'm not sure. I'm assuming it might have been the J&D one.
A flashlight?
I don't know. Maybe a black light.
I don't think there's anyone that he's holding a flashlight.
It doesn't ring a bell to me.
I mean, his grapple kind of looks like a hairdryer.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's what they're seeing.
Yeah.
With this cryptic text from this morning, what's the likelihood Prime 1 eventually does Batman the Animated Series stuff? They already have a more realistic Batman Beyond, and they've dipped their toe in. I don't know. What do you think? I don't see it happening.
Nah, I don't know. Like, I love the LBS one. Like, I love the Batman. I kind of have the same sentiment as everybody else with the Rogues being different sizes, but I've never been a big animated series fan as far as the collectibles and the art. It just looked, I mean, it looks how it's supposed to look. It's very flat, not a lot of detail. I love the series. I just was never into the collectibles.
Yeah, after talking to you guys on Wednesday, I just don't know about that 3rd scale. Like, I love it, but I just don't think I would have the ability to separate it enough.
I just think you'll fall into that same trap that Dan did. And I remember when he was getting those Diamond Select busts, and he actually built a whole display, remember? And he got those pieces back pretty quickly. And when he got it together, they were out just as fast, because I could see what he's saying by it just didn't fit. I don't think it would fit my room either.
Yeah.
It just looks too different.
I did try, just even like something separate. I just moved Killer Croc, and I moved him over there, like as you kind of enter the room, and then the 3rd scale's next to it. I'm just trying it out to see if it'll work there. I think it will. I think it's kind of the first thing you notice. Then you kind of come around the corner, and then there's the 3rd scales. So, there is the opportunity to do some mix and matching with stuff like that. But I just think the animated series stuff is too cartoony.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But if you're a fan of the series, and that's your thing, that LBS is probably a must.
Yeah.
Because I could see what he was going for. And if you look at any movie poster that's an ensemble cast, like a Avengers Endgame or something, like I remember, it makes me think of that poster that Chris Evans was really big. And then, Robert Downey Jr. was a little. You just saw his, from his neck up, and it was off to the. And then all the other characters were around it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they were all. I mean, because you only had but so much room to work with on those posters, and you want to get everybody in there. Same thing with Infinity War, where it was like everybody. I could kind of see like that's what he was going for. Why Catwoman is this big, and then Roz is that big, but while it works in 2D art, I don't know if it necessarily translates into this 3D stuff. It just
Yeah.
looks too off. So I think
Right.
he would have been better suited having made them all the same size. And the Joker being that big behind, I was never feeling that much either. I think he should have just been the same size as everybody
I mean,
else.
I do like it. I mean,
I like it.
I
Yeah.
like, I like it as is. I think I would like it if it was tweaked,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I'm like,
I like it. And like I said, anybody who's a big animated series fan, and I know there's plenty of them, I love the show. I just never wasn't a fan of the collectibles. But if that's your thing, I mean, it's a no-brainer. That
yep.
it kind of makes me think of like that PCS turtles coming out of the sewer.
Right.
Like if I was a turtles guy, even though that piece had flaws, it would be in my house. It's just it's a must.
It's an awesome piece.
It's an awesome piece.
Any others joining the panel tonight? Maybe. So we've invited, of course, Dan and Eric, and we've also Jeff Delaney said he might be working tonight. He's not sure. He's been doing some more filming in Hollywood. And then I invited JWR if he wants to pop on. So I think we'll just have people kind of pop on throughout the night. I'm just not sure. Aloha from Hawaii. Thank you very much, Statue Doctor, for being here. I'm here to see if Chris knows any of the anime references. Absolutely none. Pedro, hi, Chris. Elden Ring, possibly. Absolutely. Pedro from Dominican Republic, thanks for all your knowledge about Batman statues. Learned a lot. Well, I'm glad we can help. I try. Did anyone see that the T800 got delayed almost a year? Yikes.
It said Q1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah. One of the Qs. It's now in
one
the
of the
queue.
Qs. Yeah. Yeah, I would love to see more Mr. Freeze. Jeff Houghton, good evening. Let's get this show on the road. Oh, I wanted to check with you, Jeff. I don't know. Jeff was maybe going to be filming a LBS Superman review for us. So let me know, Jeff, how you are doing with that. If you're, again, if you don't want to do your voice, I will voice over if you'd like. It's going to be hard watching your disappointed face for Prime 1 event, Chris. You can't hide it very well. I know. The different scale is what I do with my Batman display. Well, I mean, and again, like I don't think there's anything wrong with doing different scales. I just try to separate them from myself. Hopefully this show is only 1 hour today and not 2 hours and 30 minutes. I guess we'll find out. There's JWR. Hey, join us if you can. We'd love to have you on. Love to hear your thoughts.
He's got a girlfriend now. He doesn't have time for us.
That's right. He's got a girlfriend now. Congratulations, my friend. I'm just glad things are going well.
She is a lovely, lovely lady.
I was going to say, she sure seems to be. Yeah. And it's made our boy JWR happy, and that's all that matters. Congrats, Billy, on that Arkham Killer Croc.
Thank you. It's old to the world, but new to me. It is big.
I told you.
That thing, and that, I mean, the base is heavy. The rest of them, not so much. But I had him on a table when I put it together, and then when I got it to the shelf, I had to disassemble him a little bit just to get it down there, And I put him next to the comic Harley Quinn, and that's a big piece, and he makes her look small.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Did you get the exclusive?
I did. I put it on the base. I don't think it was an exclusive or bust, but I would have bought it even if it was a regular. But yeah. It was a cool little the Batman skull head. Right?
Yeah, I like the skull. I think the regular came with the skull too. I think
the skull. Yes, the exclusive was the cowl skull.
The cowl. I have the skull in his hand. I like to have it like he's going to crush the skull.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff says hopefully this weekend Superman review. That's awesome. Are you going to Denver Comic-Con in July? I don't have tickets as of right now. It's something I've kind of tossed around the idea. Thought about, I could fly there in an hour from here.
Who's going to be there?
A lot of people. Got 2 minutes here.
Yeah, aren't they fixing to go at 9?
Comic guests are Scott Snyder, Art Germ, Greg Capullo, Jay Lee, Clay Mann.
Which one?
Yeah, which one? It seems to be the biggest names. Jonathan Glapian.
We have end of July is Hershey Comic Con. Very, very small show. And but the I forget his name all the time. Remember the artist that you got a commission for? I think you got a Joker from him. And Eric
Derenick?
got yes, Tom
Derenick.
Yeah, he's gonna be there.
That's cool. He's fantastic.
He is. And
I love the Joker he did for me.
Yep, he's really good. I remember we bumped into him at the restaurant.
Well, that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Chris, based on your inside knowledge, is there something being shown tonight that you're really excited about? Any hints? This one I've heard 0 hints. And I don't know, like I'm just right the same with you guys. Prime One's usually pretty secretive. I've been told a few things over the years, and some of those have been shown at this point, and some of them haven't. Some of them I can't talk about until they've revealed it. But I think lately, especially the last year, they've been really secretive about DC stuff. Let me know in the chat, guys, if the sound's okay. I don't want it to like blare everybody out. I haven't heard about Fabok traveling. Very possible, Lewis. Mass Peanut says, let's go. Hit the like, people. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you guys would hit the like, we got 125 people watching right now. Let's go. Here we go. Prime One Studio, next level. Ooh, mature content. That's different.
For adult collectors only.
Yeah, I think everybody would scream if they got Star Wars.
Games, anime, films, comics. Each genre opens the door to countless worlds. And in each and every one of them, unforgettable stories are brought to life by truly unique characters.
And to connect those worlds with ours, Prime One Studio has combined cutting-edge technique with artistic passion to build bridge after bridge. Yes, bridges in the form of statues.
Welcome to Prime One Studio's Next Level Showcase.
Let's do it.
One of the world's largest online sculpting showcases, bringing you the latest in dimensional expression. I'm Dante Carver.
And I'm Shizuka Anderson. It's been a few months since our last show, and 14 is packed with surprises. You won't want to miss the creators sharing stories straight from the production front lines. So stay with us until the very end.
This time, our theme is the bridges between worlds. Together with all of you, brimming with imagination, we're building bridges that connect your world to ours.
It's really a perfect phrase, even as a way to describe what Prime One Studio statues represent, connecting fantasy with reality. But I have a feeling there's more to it than that, isn't there?
Well, one thing's for sure. Brand new bridges will appear, ones no one's ever crossed before. And this swinging suspension bridge, it will shake us to our core.
Oh yes, that's Prime One Studio for you. The artists are always surpassing expectations. Well then, shall we get started?
Let's do
Absolutely. Let's cross over into new worlds together.
What do you think? Video game or
Next
anime
Level
first?
Showcase 14.
Video.
Or like King Kong.
Worlds.
Hopefully it'll be something brand new, something new license, something cool.
It's all in our hands, this life of time.
All right, I am going to.
Production is second to none, though. This is good. I mean, I don't know what it is, but I'm just saying.
I'm going to mute the sound because I get copyright strikes for these songs, so I'm going to kind of mute it when they're playing the music. But yeah, I was gonna say like they continue. I mean, look at this. This is cinematic. Like what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable. And I don't know, who makes these, but they're just so well done. And I feel like Prime One's up the other companies' games as well. Like what Sideshow puts together with packages. You saw that they're announced Sideshow Con officially.
I did.
So that'll be good. Looking forward to that. Looks like iRobot or iObot. Well, what do you hope to see
Tonight?
Yeah, well, is there something like you in particular that you would love for them to like a wow
Well,
character?
For me, of course, the Riddler. Especially after the debacle with the print that I sent you. But the Riddler for me. But I would like to see something new. I would love. I know a few people who would go ape if they did get the Star Wars license. But personally, for me, also, I would go a little crazy if they got the Marvel license. I mean, I know this is all crazy wishful thinking, but this is what it's about, right? I mean,
I wonder why they never have got the Marvel. Like, I feel
they
like
had it. Well, I mean, they just did those two. There was a Venom, and then there was a Spider-Man, right?
that's right. Were they the video game versions or
I don't know
no?
what they were, but they were quarter scale.
Yeah, that's right.
And that Venom still is one of the best Venoms ever done.
Well, I wonder if it was kind of in conjunction with Sideshow because they had that partnership.
Yeah, it could have been that the same way they produced the New 52 stuff. Remember?
Right.
Yeah, and they
so
did a
that
couple
would
of
maybe
Marvel
make
pieces.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I want to see them come out with something new, either Marvel or Star Wars. Let's see if they decide to give the mouse his money, and because those are expensive properties. But
So expensive.
yeah, but yeah, that I mean, I want the Riddler, but I'm hoping for one of those two, or maybe some new movie stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and they showed a lot of that movie stuff last time that's kind of under their own license.
Japanese anime and manga are some of the most iconic pillars of
Anime?
pop culture.
Right
As
out
a
of the gate.
complete form of visual storytelling, it has captured the hearts of fans all around the world.
It's a genre that Prime One Studio has always poured its passion into, bringing countless characters into three-dimensional form. Each statue we create is a unique fusion of fantasy and reality, crafted to be truly one of a kind.
And once again, we're adding new statues from timeless masterpieces of anime and comics that will make your heart dance. Works that transcend both generations and borders. Take a close look at the sculpting and painting, which bring to life the characters' every breath and emotion.
Well, I'm checked out for a few minutes. Yeah, I think we are too. I see a Superman logo.
Yeah.
Hush. There's a Hush logo.
Uh-oh.
We're going to get Catwoman.
Catwoman?
We're going to get Catwoman tonight, gentlemen, ladies.
What about Hush?
Oh my God. If they would like tease the actual Hush, oh my God.
I mean, it with
Goosebumps.
Hush 2, with Hush 2 out, currently right now.
I told you, like, why not capitalize?
Why not?
Are they finally going to listen and actually capitalize on something that's timing, appropriate?
Honestly, I forgot to mention that, but now that we're talking, I would lose it.
Yeah. Hush
lose
is,
it.
I would lose it. Yeah, that would be fantastic.
Chris with the eagle eye, because I did not see that.
Boom. I try to hone in. I like to look at the graphics and be like, okay, what is what?
Yeah,
I saw Jurassic Park in there too.
that's what I saw. I was like, more dinosaurs. Jeez.
And again, I know nothing about anime. I don't pretend to know anything about anime. There's 6 scale right there, so that's
Yeah.
interesting. But
Water
these
effect is
pieces
very
are all
cool.
beautiful. Like there is no question. The art direction on these things,
I think
Absolutely.
when the anime fans see this stuff, they probably have their wallet screaming.
Oh, I would hope so.
Yeah.
Chris, you're funny sometimes, like a kid in a can. No doubt about it. No doubt. Have I missed anything? We saw a Hush logo, Jerry. So I think we're
Superman
finally going
logo.
to get Catwoman tonight, and like Billy said, maybe even a Hush teaser. Who knows?
Oh man.
We'll see.
Because you know how they show one statue and then at the end
Yeah,
they'll just tease a little something.
I know. That's what I'm talking about. That would be again goosebumps even thinking about it. It's a character I would love to have, and it's a character I feel like. I mean, if freaking Prime One will do a third scale Talon, they could do a third scale Hush.
And it's not like Talon didn't do well, right?
Right. I mean, it's sold out at this point. Well, this is probably the mature audience's part. They got some blurred out areas.
Yeah.
Love Ghost in the Shell here. Oh, look at the base on that thing.
Yeah.
Quarter scale. That's going to be a really big base. It's cool. It has a lot of nice flow to it. That's another thing I like about Prime One. These quarter scale statues is they have so much movement to them. Which, again, like I just bought that J&D Bane. It's so static, it's just very museum pose.
Yeah.
But so much of what Prime One does is just beautiful with their how they flow.
What is the future? What is technology?
So you could do without that base, and maybe it's one of those things where you can get
in the Shell, the
two different versions. Maybe I'm not sure.
Japanese animation to the world and left a profound
I agree,
impact on
Martin.
countless films and media. We bring to life, in dynamic three-dimensional form, the iconic scene that captured the attention of audiences around the globe.
Is this from a show? If anybody in the chat knows, please
This
help
is
me
the
out.
battle between Motoko Kusanagi and the autonomous multi-leg tank, Arachnida. Her lifelike
that tank's
cyborg
massive.
body tearing itself apart atop a cold mechanical war machine. This destructive moment is imbued with a certain kind of beauty. We've captured that fleeting scene as if frozen in slow motion, elevating it into a
A
three-dimensional
lot
work
of you guys seem to
art.
like this one.
Pushing her cybernetic body beyond its limits, Motoko channels extraordinary power.
Hey, Theodore.
Evident in the strain of her left hand.
They
prying
teased
open the
Hush.
hatch,
They teased a Hush.
torn optical camo, exposed inner mechanisms beneath the skin, and writhing cables, all
Yeah,
convey
Prime
the
One seems like
beauty
they would be
within
a
destruction.
natural for Dragon Ball Z.
Her human-like skin tone reveals an expression caught between agony
They're
and
saying this is the
resolve,
movie version.
a glimpse into her enduring humanity. Arachnida's forward-thrusting form
Especially with
draws
that
the
tank,
eye
Matt.
like dynamic motion lines, creating overwhelming visual impact. From its turret to its joints,
Yeah, you
every
tuned into the
detail
right place,
faithfully
Theodore.
recreates the mechanical impression from the film. Subtle weathering and chipping throughout the body add a sense of realism befitting an active war machine.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
A
back to
simplified
Rogues
version of the piece
Gallery.
is also
We got
available,
JWR in the
focusing
house.
solely on Motoko's
What's up, nerds?
How are you doing?
captures the
I'm
fleeting
good.
essence of a
It's
You know,
good
you know,
self-destructive
I
machine
just gave your
and the unyielding will
lovely
of human
girlfriend a
being,
shout out.
an
Why aren't
ultimate
you with her
artistic
tonight?
expression.
Because she abandoned me for a softball tournament all weekend, so I'm
I
bacheloring
would
it.
leave you for a softball tournament too.
Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, we're
You
way
would leave
better than a
me for anything.
softball
And
tournament.
dive into the
So,
expansive world of
I was
So
like,
I'm-
you know what? I'm
expression.
just gonna jump
I'm
on.
curious-
Hey, what's up?
I am curious how many of these you've already ordered, JWR, the Ghost in the Shell piece.
I just got home, so I haven't seen anything yet.
I think these are the one things that he's not into.
Yeah.
So, I mean, any DC come up yet or not?
Dude, we're like 2
They
minutes in.
did tease Hush, but just the Hush letter. So I'm assuming Catwoman. And then they also teased the Superman. That I wasn't able to get all of the logos, but I did catch those too.
I got stuck on Jurassic Park.
Ooh, what they show for Jurassic Park?
The logo. That's
Just
all
a
I
logo.
saw.
That's it.
Is that it? This is just a logo show now?
Well, it's just like they show you kind of what they're going to show tonight, like what properties. How the heck have you been, my friend?
I've been good. Just got home from dinner with some customers, let the dogs out and everything. So I'm frozen again.
I say we still hear you just fine.
Oh, okay, that's good. Because
You're just like, it's like, oh no.
that's such a good pose. I'm just like, you know.
That's
It's
right.
crazy that you know you're frozen.
Well, because
Yeah,
I looked down.
now you're back.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. So
Yeah, so I was rewatching JWR's interview with Marcos the other day, and he froze. So Marcos was just asking himself questions and then answering them.
That's hilarious.
it was a fun time. I was like, oh, I don't have a Mr. Freeze graphic. I'm gonna have to borrow Chris's.
I was gonna say all you need is this right here, and you'll be fine, right?
He's gonna start selling this on mugs.
That's right.
And games.
So I just need you to go Photoshop my head on there.
I will. I'll put your head on there.
That'd be perfect.
It'd be great.
The imaginations of fans across the globe.
He's also known
I love it.
The first time we saw that, I absolutely lost it.
And just last time during Christmas 13, the announcement of a new.
Well, you remember the show where he started off with a graphic after he just got fiber. He was like, "I'm just joking." I was like, he just jinxed himself.
I know.
He jinxed himself so hard.
I've been pretty lucky so far, though. I think since we've switched over, I think maybe once, maybe.
I would say that, yeah, we don't see that logo anymore. You don't freeze anymore.
You know what? I'll just go ahead and take over it since I want to start freezing now.
That's right. All right, this is Tokyo 2040. I'm not sure what this property is. Oh, I do like the stuff that Josh works on. He's worked on a lot of pieces for them.
Yeah, I think the first one was that Justice Buster, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. That Batman is underrated as a statue.
I've never seen that one in person. I would like to see the size of it. Like,
I think
really
you did see it because they have it at New York Comic-Con at Midtown Comics.
When we were there?
Yeah, you probably just don't remember it. It was off to the side. It's one of those pieces that it doesn't get the love it should because most people want it with the Justice Buster where he stands in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
But as a standalone piece, it is an underrated Batman piece. I would actually rock it without the cape because it's got a lot of good detail on the back. Like there's like that spine that he's got that's part of the suit. It's really well done. The base is a little whatever because it just went in front of the Justice Buster, but it's really good.
I like it, but I still like if I had to choose between that and like that Flashpoint Batman, I still think I'd choose the Flashpoint.
Yeah,
the one that goes with the City of Bane. I love that one.
It was funny.
I have that one on pre-order.
You do?
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's cool. It's not Bruce, but it looks great. But I actually did try to hunt down the Bryan 1/3
with the sword.
With the sword, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where the hell I would put it, but I just was like, let me go see if I can find this thing because it looks good too. Like it's a little older,
known as the Night
but
Sabers.
it's really good.
Premiering during the golden age of late 80s OVAs, this legendary title left a lasting
freeze again
in the anime scene.
No, I'm trying to figure out what this is.
Oh, you're just really concentrating.
Mechanics and unapologetic
I really should recruit like somebody that knows what the hell all of this means, but I don't know who knows anything about this stuff.
There's somebody in the chat that's going to bust out.
I was going to say the chat always knows this stuff. I thank God for all of them.
Honestly, like if I saw that stuff and I didn't know what I like, they're Transformers.
Human and machine.
I thought it was Voltron.
By mechanical concept artist Josh Nizzi.
So everybody told me like when I was in London, I went to that
singer and her transforming
that comic book shop there, and right next to it was another big giant shop, but it was all anime stuff. And apparently they had like a couple of like Joker statues in there, which I missed. But like I didn't even like go in there. Like I just didn't care. Like I don't, you know, I think it would have been cool to walk through, but I don't associate with any of this stuff.
Well, see, you should have went in preparation for this show, so you knew everything that was going to be featured.
That's right. Well, my family was already mad at me enough that we had to like go all the way across town to like go to a comic book shop. So
they should have had that in the itinerary.
I know.
They should have already known
that, along with all the Dark Knight filming locations that I didn't tell them about. So
So you didn't actually do the Dark Knight tour. I thought there was a tour. You were just freeballing it and
No,
just
there
running
is no
around town
there
on
is
your
no
own.
tour. I looked them up. There was no tour, and so I just some of them we just stumbled upon, and some of them I kind of knew where it kind of was.
Yeah. That's
But-
exactly what we did. I just looked up stuff, and we went to the McAllister's house,
while greatly enhancing
and we went to
three-dimensional form.
Shameless house, which is on the opposite side of town.
I was like only like a block away from where we were, where they had like the Joker crashes the party, and that's also the same room where it's like Bruce's apartment, kind of, you know, like
Yeah,
that building. But that
that's-
building was like literally a block over from where I was, so I missed that building completely. But I was really happy with all the stuff I did find.
I was surprised you found the bank.
Oh, that was the best part. Like, well, that and the street, the South Street was fantastic, but getting to the bank and then going in there, because like I did see some videos where like they wouldn't let anybody film in there, and like
the best picture would have been if you found the corner where we first see him from the back.
So
And
I don't know if-
and you had Ledger take the picture there.
well, that's the problem. I walked right through there, and we walked like after we left the bank, we walked that street. It's only like 2 blocks from the bank, and it's actually the post office, but the bank robbery scene. And we walked right through that intersection. And after the fact, I'm like looking up screenshots. I'm like, crap, we could have, we could have just stopped right there. So I actually walked through it, but we didn't get a picture. But whatever. Sorry, really getting off task here. Sorry for anybody who's wanted to listen to this. But yeah, Priscilla Priss. It's a cool looking statue.
Colors are great.
Yeah, I gotta say I like the art direction. Colors are nice.
It's a dinosaur. It's a dinosaur.
It's
The Power Rangers?
Something. I don't know.
That looks
Some
like
people
Power Rangers.
people were wondering if they would do a Power Rangers.
Oh man.
Absolutely Vagrant.
Power Rangers.
Oh, they are. So have they had this
Ladner.
license before?
No.
This will be a big deal, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of Power Ranger fans. All right, Josh is doing these too.
He's like
That's
Mr.
really
Prime
cool.
1 these days, huh?
Triceratops.
That's awesome. Man, they could do so much with this line.
They're doing. It looks like the Megazord. Yep, that's the Megazord right there.
Wow. And Josh was perfect for this because he does a lot of that robotic, Mega Zorro. That's really cool. Yeah, that'll do well, I think.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of Power Ranger fans out there. That was
I grew
after
up
my
watching.
time, so I never really got into it.
Same.
That was after school. Fox Kids for me.
You say I know it's still really popular to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Being 46 already, Power Rangers is for kids. Well, I was gonna say us old folks, Oh, there's all the shipping containers of all the delays going into the ocean. That makes sense.
Oh man, this gotta be like a Godzilla piece, huh? No. Wow.
That's God. What is this?
No, yeah, that's.
I think Evangelion. How do you say that?
Evangelion.
Evangelion. I know the property. I do, Mike. That's pretty cool looking. I like the dioramas with like the little towns and like the little people. I think that's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's too bad they can't make the explosions come with it.
Or at least make them look really realistic.
Mm-hmm.
But like I think of like that Sideshow Iron Man where it's got that that light up effect where like some of those look really good.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. Like I think they could do something like that, but these are all done by Josh.
Is this the Josh show?
I was gonna say I think I wonder if he's like one of their main not art directors, but like well, maybe he is an art director. He's not a creative director, but maybe an art director. They're going through these pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
It said Evangelion. Maybe that's how you say it. Thank you, if that's the correct way.
What is this?
It's a cool pose. Same characters here, or franchise. Mass production unit, I think. Again, thank you guys. Your knowledge is awesome, so thank you guys.
Looks like this is the
Evangelion.
the pairing up piece with the one we just saw, right?
Yeah, like they battle each other. Yeah, you were right. See, look at this. You guys know your stuff. Mass production model.
We got the
Appreciate
most versatile chat going.
We really do. You know,
But
a lot of people
They don't
like,
just
you know,
do Batman.
that's right. I'll never forget when I was talking with Dave Igo one time. He's like, you know, you kind of really limited yourself by just being the Batman guy. And he's right. But at the same time, like, that's why I love to cover as much as we can on this channel, because, you know, everybody likes what they like. And even though I don't collect it personally, I still love all this stuff too. I love to see it.
A new chapter.
And I get excited for others when they get excited.
Concept by Josh.
Now this we saw last time, I think, at least part of these.
Prime One Studio and Josh Nizzi.
There's Josh.
Following the
This guy's
releases
Mr.
of
Prime
Evil
1.
Unit 1,
He-
Unit
yeah.
13, The Fourth Angel, and
Yeah,
Mark
he did
6
all those last
were
show,
latest
right?
additions.
A
Production
lot of them.
Model 2 and the Mask
Okay, so
Production
this
in the
they're
two new
completing
ones.
this line.
lineup. These two Evas, born from bold reinterpretation.
Yeah,
grounded
Jeff
in
says it all.
deep
Sometimes I
respect
really
for
wish I was more into anime, but my wallet, however, is glad I'm not. I'm right there with you, Jeff.
Of the series.
Especially with the amount of money I spent today.
Set against the back.
Oh, what'd you buy today?
Waterfront in Tokyo 3.
What didn't we buy?
So I bought J&D Bane,
This is the
Ooh,
vision
how'd- where'd you find that one at?
Comic Concepts,
Its limbs and torso are
and I
designed
bought
with an
J&D
awareness
Dark
of
Knight
human
Batman.
balance,
Okay.
and J&D
organic
Dark Knight
layers with
Catwoman.
Mechanical detailing.
Ooh.
Visual cues shared with Unit
So,
1.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
hurt.
I'm assuming
hurt.
that Batman and Catwoman will be shipping immediately, right?
Yeah,
The Eva's iconic
Catwoman he's already got
is
open, but
carefully developed
the
for
Dark Knight he still has sealed.
experimentation. Striking
This-
a
and
balance
this-
between
this is both from
familiar
Josh?
themes of the anime and the subdued sheen
Huh?
of heavy machinery.
Is it from Josh?
The result is a
No.
one-of-a-kind hue that fuses
another
3D
collector.
memory with
Huh? Oh,
3D
you bought it from
forms,
someone else?
Yeah, just from a
giving Unit
collector
2
that's selling.
commanding
Oh, okay.
But I bought Bane
As
from
a
Josh.
production model, Unit
Nice.
2 is known for its dynamic battles
Yeah, it is an
and
expensive
wide
day, you're right.
delivery to let you fully
That's a
enjoy
hurt
this
day.
distinctive
And I want to
feature.
still be the J&D hater while I own 3 or 4 J&D pieces. Like, that'll
I mean,
be
you could
fun.
always get it in, and if you don't like it, there you go.
That's right.
I mean, if you get them in, you don't like them, bash them,
Flight unit,
sell
Well,
them.
LED light up
Yeah,
features
I have
plus
had the Dark Knight one in
Cancel
hand.
Bane.
Yeah,
an extra
You're
layer
back.
of
I'm really
immersion
excited
and
about Bane.
Yeah, that's good.
Now, are you going to sell your other Christian Bale Batman or keep
Yes,
it?
I'm gonna sell the
The
Queen
mass
Studios
production
one.
model was
Okay.
designed to
And now, are you going to
Um,
wait till you get this one in to make sure?
presented here alongside
Not
the
necessarily.
fallen
I've had it in before.
Okay.
I mean, I got the one from Spec Fiction that when Todd sent it just to show, you know, what it looked like and stuff. And I loved it, but I just didn't want to spend the money at the time. So I thought with this Bane, I might as well go all in.
resulting in a fresh and striking appearance.
So are you going to pair them all together? The Joker, Catwoman, Bane, Batman.
Yeah.
Nice. Bottom shelf?
No, I put it all back up. I put all the movie stuff back in the middle.
Okay.
I like it, and I put some Batman stuff down below, and I like the way that looks. Let me see if I can.
Replaced to display either a folded or fully expanded state.
Now, what about
Talon down
Tactical
there?
Throne?
So I've got the
It's grotesque.
what the hell was
presence
that?
is vividly
Gotham by
expressed in both
Gaslight.
poses.
Okay.
and then the Batman on the lightning bolt, and then I think I'm going to put the Bat bike down there with the 0 year.
Even more
Mhm.
flexibility for bold.
So
Where is Triumphant?
It's back there on the floor because I have no place to put him.
It's been on the floor for like months, I feel.
Months.
4.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Concept by Josh Nizzi.
What's that art right by the door, directly to your other side?
Over here?
Yeah.
What art is it?
No, it's like what piece do you have in the center?
I've got
Okay.
the
That's
Jim
the
Lee.
Bermejo corner, right?
Yeah, I've got 4 Bermejo pieces, and Bermejo's going to do another one for me this summer.
Okay.
And then I've got Jock right
mass
there,
production model looks
Jason
even more
Fabok, Tim
unsettling
Sale,
than
and
before.
Ryan Benjamin.
And
I mean,
Evangelion 2 comes
Ryan
with
Brown.
such an exciting range
You
of
know, you
effects.
could move that Jim Lee to
Both
the
visuals
hallway and
incredibly
put Triumphant
pleasing in style.
on a stand in front of that,
Remind us of how powerful the original design.
because you
No
could just
question.
make
Make a real short stand.
make a
That's what-
short
yeah,
stand.
you could something shorter, but then
Another one.
I had thought about that too, and putting him in the middle of the room
But
and putting him on a shorter thing.
Yeah.
But it kind of takes away from the
Part of
fact
the
that
brand new
that
challenge
piece is
for Bryan
supposed to
Studio.
look
what if
tall,
you
like
could
Right,
create
supposed
I
to
know.
look up at it. You know what I'm saying?
based on
Right.
a design
Like that's the
originally
beauty of it.
created
You're not supposed to be eye level with it.
that
He looks
new
better
market
when
now
it kind of
becomes
plays
reality.
into the illusion that he's up on a building if you look at it like that, you know?
Ava Unit 1
Well,
marketed
I think it's worth a
the
shot to
Ford
try it at
Unit
least. I
by
could at least
Studio.
put it in front
And
just to see
I
what it
mean,
looks like.
anything's better than it being on the ground.
Yeah.
Right. That's the
what I
thing
would
that
do.
kills me.
I'd
And
move
it-
Jim Lee somewhere and then put that and then play around with the height. And then you could put art down the sides of it.
Yep. That's exactly
that'd
exactly
make it
right.
Awesome display.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that because again, I can put Batman on the sides. Like he will fit, but only with the fist. He won't fit with the Batarang.
And you like the Batarang over the fist.
Yeah, I like the Batarang. Plus, it matches the Finch art.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, the Finch art he doesn't have the Batarang.
doesn't
He just
have
has
a
the
Batarang
fist.
in the
That's
Finch
true.
art. I
Maybe
do
I
not
should just
use
suck it
the
up and put it on the
Batarang.
side.
Chris just like he's like, dang, that's always been my excuse. Now I have nothing.
I know. Now I've got nothing. Ugh.
How many little creatures are they making?
A lot of creatures.
Creatures sell.
That is true.
I love JD. I love you too, Chris. Glad you made peace with them, but surely you'll be getting some controversial comments. Just ignore them. Oh, I'm sure.
Peace has not been made yet. Let's wait till we get them in.
That's right. Bring it on. I said the other day in a video I did, I'm like, the older I get, the less I care about the negativity. I could care less. Bring it on.
I mean, if somebody posts something you don't like, just scroll.
That's right.
Just scroll.
Right. It's like, I'm here for the positivity, and if you have negativity, I couldn't care less.
A bold and
Well, there's a lot to
artistic
see here that, you know, a lot of these
with
game
meticulous
properties and
craftsmanship,
anime properties, a lot to like.
engineered for dynamic articulation.
This
that
one looks
effortlessly
smaller. Did they say what
captures
scale
each
this was?
character's
These look
unique
really
expression.
tiny.
That's got to be 6.
These elements are brought together in an
Is this a
impactful
figure?
square to create a completely new style of three-dimensional expression.
Ah.
This is Dynamic Arts.
This
a
might be
new
what they're
action
talking about
figure
budget
brand
pieces.
from Bryan One Studio.
This looks like figures to me.
Leading this new brand is Evangelion Test Type 1.
Evangelion.
Concept by Josh Nizzi. Reconstructed
There's
from
that
the
guy
statue,
again.
designed in collaboration with acclaimed
they're all
concept
in on
artist
him today.
Josh Nizzi. Renowned for his work on numerous Hollywood blockbusters.
So this is going to be
This
much more
figure brings
affordable.
the Test Type 1 back with a whole new
It's
approach.
interesting that they would go into figures.
Infused with a dense array of mechanical details, the design pays tribute to the original, while boldly pushing
But it's pretty
the
cool
boundaries of
having Prime 1
creativity.
detail in a
At the
figure.
time of its statue debut, the piece garnered massive attention from fans around the world. Now, that same essence lives on, reimagined in a fully articulated form.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean these again will compete with Hot Toys.
Standing 20
J&D has
centimeters
their
tall,
6 scales.
the Test
Sideshow their
Type
6
1
scale.
embodies a seamless fusion of concept, sculpt, and paintwork. A rhythm of intricacy.
I think this is
and
a smart move
simplicity
for them. What do you
runs
guys
through
think?
The sculpt,
Yes.
creating
I mean,
a silhouette that
If
naturally
you can
draws
do it
the eye.
and compete with Hot Toys, do
A
it.
multi-layered armor system,
Especially if like
enhanced with gloss.
I'm
and
assuming they're
weathering
going to want to
effects,
go more like
conveys
this
striking
style and
dimensionality.
not like the movie
Every
actor
internal
likenesses.
component is densely
Mhm.
packed.
I think
with
that would be really
detail
tough for
and
them to
meaning.
compete with that.
From any angle, the structure remains impeccably balanced. There is no compromise for the sake of articulation.
Statue Comic Sports. I don't think they've ever
This
done figures before.
uncompromising
This is
approach
brand
there
new
a
for them.
base to this
Dynamic
thing?
Arts stands
They
for,
haven't shown one yet. They did show on the statue.
with 56 points of articulation. This figure achieves a perfect balance between dynamic motion and visual integrity. Pull-out and swing mechanisms allow for bold poses, while linked structures ensure that motion never breaks the silhouette. Every joint has been treated as an integral part of the design, preserving the figure's form. And beyond posability, we've prioritized tactile satisfaction.
like Johnny said, this
The
really opens
experience
that
of
door for a
movement
better price
itself.
point.
Smooth
Right, for
bends in
the
every
people that
direction.
are interested in this line,
Subtle
though.
holds at every angle.
I don't
Feel
know.
the joy of motion and the full expressive potential.
I don't think
Only possible
in the United
with
States, probably
dynamic
not.
arts.
Right.
But in the overseas markets, I would imagine there's this stuff's very
the
popular.
internal frame utilizes die-cast metal in key areas to enhance both articulation,
Vagrant fronts and
stability,
necks are
and
great for
overall
figures
weight.
because the joints bend
This not
into
only
the
improves
design.
handling and durability, but also
I think
creates
that's
a
the
sense
example of that
heft
back
and
bending that
realism
we just
in the
saw.
hand. For the exterior, ABS has been chosen for sharp forms, while flexible PVC ensures both detailed fidelity and smooth mobility. Form and function, refined in perfect harmony. In
Yeah,
terms
it'd be
of
neat if they
gimmicks,
did come with
the
some sort of
entry plug
base.
can
I mean,
be
even like,
inserted
you know,
and
Hot
removed.
Toys and
The figure also comes
Sideshow, they all come with
open-mouthed
some
head,
sort of base, right?
interchangeable
Yeah.
hand parts, the progressive knife, the pallet rifle, and the umbilical cable.
I mean, the Hot Toys,
Every element contributes
they
to a
have a
rich
stand,
and rewarding
right?
play
Like
Yeah.
little
Mhm.
clamps.
Yeah.
Born from a new generation of three-dimensional expression. Evangelion test type.
Could you
1
imagine if we had toys that moved like this when we were
marks
kids?
the beginning
Oh,
of something
Oh,
dynamic,
gosh.
an experience in motion. That
I mean, I still
stirs
remember
the
like
soul.
I was
Starting
wowed by the
right
superpowers when you'd squeeze their legs and they would do this,
They
or
would
like
do
they would
stuff,
hammer.
yeah.
Like that was like the coolest thing in the world.
Or the old WWF toys where the bushwhackers were due.
Oh
You
yeah,
could do a
like
clothesline.
yes,
Berserk.
yes.
A
Sorry.
one-of-a-kind
That's how. That's
My-
our
fantasy.
movement. We had
My
like one
WWF
movement.
toys,
Second
they didn't
title
do
for
anything. They were
timeless
made of
figure.
rubber. They were just like
We
this.
brought
LJ,
to life
yeah, the
The
big,
humans,
yeah.
LJNs.
puzzles,
Yep.
elves,
They didn't
and
do
the
anything.
God
I
hand
think
in a
the
wide
only
variety
one
of
that had
formats.
any kind of accessories
Some
was
guts and costume
JYD.
based on
He
the
had
art
the
of
plastic
Hero.
chain.
That's
Mhm.
right.
Jaw dropping.
I think Hogan had a
Immortal
belt.
Zod
That was the
statue.
other
Hogan had a
accessory. Hogan
belt.
had a belt.
Hillbilly Jim had a
Neon
hat.
lit.
Yep.
Each one is a milestone.
Didn't Hacksaw
Final
come with
Studio's
something
journey.
too?
And
I
now
don't
we
think
present a
so.
blazing
I think he
I
just
don't
had the-
remember though, so
I don't remember.
Locked
I could be
in
wrong.
fierce combat. A long-awaited full reveal
No,
of
you
his
know, like-
Piper had a mixed media skirt.
showcase.
He did.
He
Yep.
did.
He was the first mixed media piece.
He was a first mixed media.
Piper's just killing it.
That's right. I got to meet Piper. Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Who remembers the GI Joes when they got old? Like the joints would just do this, like you couldn't pose it anymore.
Yep.
Like you
Yeah.
just moved it too much, you just wore it out.
They just died.
Yep.
They look like those.
They were just so loose after a
You
while.
just sit there and just shake them. But the LGNs, or the LJNs, as soon as you had them for like 6 months, that's
gonna
when the
take you-
paint.
I'm gonna
Sorry,
take you way
fine.
back. I remember buying the GI Joes, right? And on the back, you would cut out the little bio
Mm-hmm.
and then the proof of purchase, and you'd have to have a certain amount of proof of purchases to like send in to get Cobra Commander or something like that.
Yep.
Remember that?
I mean, that's how toys used to be. You remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I kind of stopped the toy stuff by then.
So
I collected those.
Did you?
they had the movable elbows and knees, and then like if you moved them too much, they would snap off. But they had the holes and the pegs, so you could like put them back on only so many
Yeah.
times. Yeah.
The Masters of
looks
the
cool.
Universe figures, their legs were held down with a little rubber band inside, you know?
Yep.
I had a friend who would swap out body parts and make his own figures. I remember going to his house and I'm like, what did you do? I'm just like, what is this? This is horrible.
He's got a half Skeletor, half He-Man.
He swapped out heads, arms, legs. It was a mess.
He's one of the guys that has creepy dolls in his attic, right?
He was like, remember Toy Story?
Yeah,
Sid?
Yeah.
He was Andy.
Yeah, like the
No,
stitched
not
toys
Andy,
together.
the one
Yeah.
who just burns stuff and all that
Oh,
stuff.
Yeah,
Sid,
the
right?
Toyota
The
kid.
world of Berserk.
Something like that.
Confrontation is more than a recurring theme. It's a defining force.
Well, these both look really cool. I like that
This
they're
latest
facing each
release
other.
draws inspiration from a life or death battle fought deep within the forest of the Spirit Tree. Grunbeld and
And that was that
Gantz,
Toy Story
each
joke
a
where it had the
complete standalone
girl's
piece,
legs
have
within
been
the hook.
meticulously
It was,
designed
she was a
so
hooker.
that when
Yes, yeah.
displayed face to face, a new chapter in their story begins.
Aren't they
to
making a
unfold.
5th one or 6th one?
Yes.
Guts dons
And
the
it's
Berserker armor for the
this
first
movie is
time.
going to be all about the challenges
Grunbeld,
of
eager to face a worthy
toys
foe,
versus like
meets him
electronics,
head-on.
like the electronic,
Their
you know,
clash of convictions
competing with like kids up today. They don't play with toys; they just play on screens.
Yeah.
No, adults play with toys. Well,
Exactly.
I did
Here,
I
These
did not
stereotypes
enjoy
has been
4.
purposefully
I didn't like that.
to highlight their opposing presence. in
was
three
4 the one
dimensions.
with the Jessie the cowgirl?
No,
emphasize
4.
their
Well,
size,
she's in it, but 4.
differences in posture,
Woody goes off
position,
with Bo
and eye
Peep.
level create a dynamic
Where'd they go?
display.
I don't know. They
Each
just
face is designed with a
did their own
consistent
thing,
visual
and
language,
that's how it kind of ends, I
steady
think.
textures, and a glowing brand of
I
sacrifice.
don't remember that one.
Connecting both
3's the
stories
best.
within the same scene.
1's the best.
3 is the best.
Grunwald is
Have you
brought
seen
to life
Lotso
with a
hugging bear?
commanding presence befitting his title, the Flame Dragon. His raised
Voice of
warhammer,
Lotso.
shield, and
Lotso
armor
was
convey
Otis from
refined,
Superman the movie.
silver-toned metallic weight.
Was
All right,
he?
Further
in the
enhanced
chat,
by
there's
battle
150
damage and
people
weapons
watching.
for
Did
added
any of you
realism.
have that we would be
3
discussing
head
Toy
parts are
Story?
included.
Which one's better tonight? Like I would have never guessed that.
Eyes, and one unhelmeted to show his true
Okay,
But,
I
one,
mean,
but one's the best.
his red cloak.
Okay, since we brought it up,
Draped fabric
which
adds a
Shrek is
refined
the best?
sheen and stark
1.
contrast to his
Okay.
heavy armor.
First Shrek.
1.
Guts' Berserk
sure.
armor is sculpted with sharp
One is
contrast
Tyler
and
agrees.
intricate panel lines, giving it both intensity and depth.
This statue's
Its
really
deep
cool. The base is
blues
really
and
neat on
blacks,
this one.
layered with gloss.
Yeah.
Create a texture that feels almost.
They've sure done a lot of Berserk statues.
In
All these
contrast,
Guts stuff, yeah,
Grunwald's
it's really
fabricated
good.
Version, the cloak, shaped as if it has a will of its own.
I don't know this
fully
other
sculpted.
character. I've not seen him before. This,
Included are 4 heads.
Now, why can't they do DC stuff in this
Full face
dynamic
with
poses?
glowing LED
I
eyes,
know.
a skull-faced variant.
I don't know why they.
and
I
a
mean,
half mask,
I mean,
revealing
though,
part of his
Killer
true
Croc
face.
versus Batman. That's freaking
Interchangeable right
dynamic
and
as can
left
be.
arms allow
Yeah.
for dynamic posing and full control over how he wields the
Yeah, we got
dragon's
Toy
blade.
Story 1 voting. We got Shrek
Among the
1
fiercest
voting.
duels in
You
the
guys are
series,
smart.
The clash
Somebody
between
out there's
Grunwald
gotta
and
like
Guts has
Lotso
been
hugging bear.
sculpted and painted down to its emotional core.
I
I'm
think
tell-
you're in.
Its
I think you're on an island all by yourself on
I'm
that one.
not.
Ignite a new spark
Come with it.
in your
Let your
Berserk
voices be heard.
But he's like, y'all either vote or I'm gonna beat y'all up.
Lotso.
Oh, there you go. Daniel's got to vote for Toy Story 3.
Daniel, my man.
Boom.
Pots and pans.
Boom.
Following Dynamic Arts, our action figure series that brings the joy of movement, we're excited to introduce another bold challenge from Prime 1 Studio.
Prime 1 Studio has always pushed the boundaries of three-dimensional
Oh,
expression.
I would love this.
Refining our techniques to create the ultimate pieces
Jay at
for your
LVS
collection room.
But
hasn't
this
has
time we're offering
teased
something
a full
entirely
absolute
new,
Batman
a
1/3.
kind
I
of
would love to
value
get that
we've
one.
Never
Yeah.
presented before.
I don't know if I love the base
Enjoy
on it, but
building
I like
with
the
your own
figure.
hands.
He said he was still tweaking
and
it.
when it's complete, the
Yeah.
result
The
is
figure
as
looks really
close
good.
to full-fledged statue as it gets.
Bless you.
The thrill of
Thank you.
creating,
I'm
the
scoffed.
pride of displaying, and the limitless
Shrek 1, but
potential
Toy
to
Story 2?
customize.
Oh,
This is the beginning of a whole new.
Oh, Toy Story 2. That was
experience.
Let's take
Al's
a
Toy
quick
Barn,
look
right?
at
Where
That was a pretty good one.
first release
That was
Mhm.
good.
of
Yes.
This exciting life.
It's not Lotso. It's not. You know.
I'm
Wait,
gonna, after
wait,
we
wait.
get off here, I'm gonna have to go watch Toy Story 3 just to be like, oh shit, he was right.
Yeah, he's right.
No, he's crazy.
I
I
don't
think
know
I
if I-
like that one the best because when we had kids, that's the one that was out. You know.
Okay.
Good, yeah. There you go.
So they went back and saw 1 and 2, but 3 was on
私
all
た
the
ち台
time.
湾スタジオは高精細な造形のスタチューコレクションを作ることに心血
What
を
is this?
常にお客様に驚きと感
See,
動を
this I
届け
like
る
when you
こと
get
を
to see how they
目
actually do
標にしていま
stuff.
す
I would rather them do this than those big long interviews.
私たち
Same.
Mhm.
Yep.
数えきれない試行錯誤を重ね数々の問題を乗り越えて
But I mean, I understand why they do the interviews. And, you know, they are interesting to listen to if you're into it.
それは
But I much love these behind the scenes, showing their talent, their
プ
artists.
ライムワンスタジオは
Prime 1 hasn't
プラ
always
スティッ
done
クモデ
that.
ルキットの新シリーズ
Plastic
ビルドアートの
model
スターラインを
kits.
展開しますまずは
That's
その
very
第一弾
different.
となるアイテムをご覧ください
So you buy one and send it to Eric?
I guess. Eric's going to be busy. Or maybe they're already painted? Maybe that was just a tease. So this,
Plastic model kit, build art.
so it's the same. Oh, look at that. So is it the same statue? So basically, they take the same file and just break it down into plastic pieces, and you put it together.
Wow,
So I would assume this is what they did in Polystone. Like this is how they would assemble it. Because if it's the same statue that's been done before, well, this will be a lot more affordable. And it looks like it's already painted.
Oh yeah, it's painted. You just popping the pieces on.
So again, this would be a much more affordable price point, much smaller. So it's going to lack in. So you think it just comes like a base color and then you can paint it? I bet that's the case. Yeah, Eric's going to be busy.
So it's about 11.5 inches tall.
Yeah, it's pretty small. But I think that would be another entry into, again, like they said, Japan is very big on model kits.
His build, right? Build art master.
That's interesting. So if there's statues that they already have files, they could literally just sell them like that.
Okay, so you do have to paint it. Okay.
Yep. I'm out.
So I would assume that they're all just going to be like, this almost looks like it's 3D printed, doesn't it? I know it's not. But wow, look at this. Very tiny. About 30 centimeters. Yeah, thank you, Justin. It'll be interesting to see what the price point on something like this is. I can't imagine it being very much.
$700.
Oh, good Lord.
With shipping.
No. Let's pray not. It definitely lacks detail compared to the statue, but it's fairly close.
You know what this reminds me of is Todd McFarlane's, like the Batman Hush that he did. Like he basically copied Prime One's Hush Batman and just made it out of like the smaller, less details and everything like that.
That's a cool idea. I think, like I said, I think that Prime One's, I don't know, I think that they're probably, like any statue company right now, they've taken a hit and they're trying to think outside the box and offer some affordable options and still keep Prime One's quality. I think that's genius right now. And hopefully, if these do well, they'll help fund other projects.
The thing is, how easy are they to be painted? Like, you got to have some type of skill.
You would think. I mean, there's the raw right there. So this is definitely not for everybody. But again, if you're a model maker, if somebody in Japan, let's say, that loves to put models together, you probably have some skill in terms of how to paint this stuff.
Somebody just said in the chat that Asia was big on model kits.
Yeah, Theodore, he said, he's exactly right. I don't know, when anybody in the chat would be interested in something like this, type it into the comments. Let me know. And it'll be interesting to see. Oh, see, they're doing other franchises. So they're doing a T800. So I'm very poor, so I'd like something like this for anime if it's affordable. So that's good to hear. That's exactly what I'm sure Prime One wants to hear. And I like that they're going to do other stuff that they've done. So it's not just video game stuff. T800, that's exciting.
Yep.
Really exciting. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh,
here we go. This is going to be Catwoman. Gotta be Catwoman. Gotta be. Please don't be just a render. Please actually show us. Oh, I'm so excited. This is exciting. This has been a long time coming. This is her. Oh, yes. And this is that Jim Lee pose.
Okay.
Yeah, this is going to be day one for me.
Ooh, nice.
I'm guessing we'll have a couple of different portraits. I like the pose. It's different enough from the Bermejo as well. Ooh, is that kind of purplish?
Mm-hmm. It's got some purple highlights in it.
No, looks purple. I mean, maybe it's just the lighting.
It'll be kind of, see how it's kind of that bluish purple, like.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's enough black on it. I don't know.
I agree. Yep.
It might be
It's
too
got a lot
purple.
of purple highlights.
It sure does.
Here you got the unmasked portrait.
I like that one.
They're all good.
She looks good.
Why'd you say 1/4?
No, it's Museum Mastermind.
I don't know that purple. I don't. She wasn't that purple in the comics. I don't think.
No, she had more of
I
a.
don't think so. I
Black
don't
and
know,
blue
man.
is like more like blue, black with the blue highlights.
I
Mhm.
like it.
One of
just
DC
me.
Comics'
I
most
don't think it's better than the
celebrated
Bermejo.
stories. Batman, Hush. Prime One Studio
Let me turn
has
it up a
brought
little
to
bit here.
life a series of statues based on the iconic characters drawn by the legendary Jim Lee. And now, the long-awaited new addition, the femme fatale, Catwoman.
So it is kind of black.
Her
With
elegant
all
pose
purple
is
highlight.
worthy of
That's
her
pretty
name,
purple.
capturing the grace and agility
I
weird.
would
of
say
the
that's
cat.
purple with black highlights.
Her bodysuit highlights her sleek
I love the
figure,
pose. I'm not
blending
sure on the
realistic
portrait yet.
texture with comic-style shading. The base, featuring a crouching gargoyle and two loyal cats, evokes the gritty streets of Gotham in intricate detail. Swappable head and left-hand parts allow for versatile display options.
I'm not sure. What do you think of the portrait?
Batman.
I like the
launching
one with the
from
smirk,
Batcave
with the
swirling
goggles
clouds.
I think they're good.
Nightwing.
I'm
Once
not liking the
Batman's
purple.
partner,
Yes, the faces look
now
like Jim
a
Lee though.
full-fledged
No.
crime fighter in his
That's
own
the problem.
right.
Is like I feel like all the other ones have been very
Huntress.
Jim Lee,
The beautiful and,
And even that one's
solitary
realistic.
vigilante. Poison Ivy.
but the Catwoman to me
Commanding
seems
monstrous plant creatures.
I don't know.
Superman. Depicted under the influence of a sinister mind control. Many characters from the story have already been brought to life and are proudly displayed in fans' collections. Displaying Catwoman alongside them further
Chris, how many times have you had Huntress?
creating a breathtaking
Twice.
scene
Or did I have
Jim
3 times?
Lee's
I did have
iconic
3 times.
Yeah, I just took a guess.
I think I did. I think I had the
with
fabric
its
cape twice
sculptural
and the
beauty as a standalone piece and the narrative depth
Yeah, I did.
it
I had it
brings
3
when
times.
displayed alongside other characters.
That one's not bad.
This new addition enriches the world.
Goggles Up is my favorite.
I like the goggles up also.
Yeah.
I do. I like it.
I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Not enough. I mean, I'm not gonna have 2 Catwoman statues in 1/3, but I think the Bermejo is better. I want to see a little more under
I
like
do
regular
too.
lighting. You know what I'm saying?
And I would like to see if they did a black variant, like Justin said, like if they did more of a black.
For sure, yeah.
I like what they do with the paint, that shimmer effect. I get it.
I think this is the Lotto piece.
Oh, the throne piece in quarter
Yeah, this is
scale.
Superman.
Yeah.
They did tease this a while ago. I just don't know how popular a throne Superman will be.
Yeah, this is what it is.
The back of that's exactly what this is. This is quarter scale, guys.
I mean, it's taken straight from the art. Am I right, JWR?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Right
the
there.
art right
There it is.
Yeah, that's the piece right there.
Mm.
The art's very Christopher Reeve looking, though.
Yeah, this.
Yeah,
Suit looks good. Suit's good. That portrait.
suit's
though.
good. I'm not
He
sure about
looks
the
good,
portrait
but
either.
I mean, it's gonna be down to what we've been saying. You want a Superman who's sitting?
No. Oh, they did the new James. They did the. Okay, I'm okay with it.
So I think that's kind of what they're going
Christopher
for
Reeve
with the
right
Reeve.
there.
Oh, they got a Cavill
this
too.
Cavill.
Oh.
Oh, and a Hush or and a Jim Lee.
You got a Reeves, Cavill.
A Hush.
So that's really interesting. It's cool with them side by side. Man, it lights up so beautifully.
Yeah, but it's the art's awesome. But do you really want Superman sitting?
That's the thing is like I can't imagine very many people wanting that. Batman on throne makes more sense to me.
Yeah, because he's always in the comic books in front of the Bat computer, sitting
Right.
there contemplating, thinking. So it fits his character. This really doesn't fit Superman's character.
Hey,
If he
you
was at
fly
his
all around
desk-
the world and tell me you don't want to sit down for a little bit.
Yeah, it's true.
He can float in the air. He can sit on a
In the
cloud.
stillness
You don't
of
know what
dark,
he can do. Superman gets tired.
fortress of solitude rises. At its center,
Superman sits on a crystal throne. A striking image
definitely Chris
shaped
Reeve
by
right
the
there.
dramatic vision of Gabriele Diotto. This statue embodies
Gabriele.
not just his presence, but his quiet resolve within.
I don't really like that portrait.
Uh-uh.
The Cavill's
As Earth's
decent.
guardian, Superman bears both duty and solitude. His seated pose reflects that weight. Crystal structures rise in symmetry.
I like the way the throne
with
looks.
twin S shields guiding the eye. Combined with his calm presence, the layout
the back is cool.
recalls ancient temples precisely crafted to
It
balance
looks good. I
light,
mean, you know,
shadow,
Yeah, the colors are really
and
nice. I
strength.
like how the white background,
The
something different
throne
for
and the
Superman.
wall are
the
separate
ice shards
pieces.
all look really
On the
good.
back
And the
of
light
wall,
up, it really
you'll
pops.
find a relief of his
Oh,
father.
do
I'm
you see
thinking
that?
that
There's
you
a
see
split.
that back part might be a lot like the ultimate
or
Yep.
Kal-El.
back
Mhm.
chamber thing. You
Yeah,
know?
there was a split there.
Yeah.
This scene
Glad you caught that,
expresses
too.
the theme of the piece, his Saraji for the lost world of Krypton.
Was that mom and dad?
And the loneliness
Yep.
he bears
Yep.
on Earth, a world he arrived in alone.
Yeah, the back's cool.
His chiseled
It is,
And that
yeah.
would be a cool standalone
piercing
too, just by
gaze
having that like
and a
displayed.
massive
Yep.
frame embody the
Billy, you're
man.
gonna have to get under the coffee table.
The classic suit is rich with woven texture and
Two
lifelike
coffee tables.
folds
No, this would make
follow every
a fourth
move.
coffee table.
Inspired by
Pretty
Krypton,
much.
the crystal-lined throne is carved with detail. Fractures, faucets, sharp edges.
It's a beautiful looking
all
statue.
lit from
Yeah,
within
it is.
by a cool LED glow. This statue comes with
So
four
it-
swappable head parts, each reflecting a different era.
Well, did you guys
almost.
see that post that somebody put
One
about
shows him in
James
silent
Gunn says his
reflection.
Superman is,
Another
you know, can
captures
be
the
beat
kind,
and he's
Yeah.
not like all
confident
powerful.
face of the
Yep.
late
Mhm.
70s. A third channels the noble look of
So
2000.
you know,
And
if he's not that powerful, you
And
would think
one
after
reflects
fighting a
his
bunch of stuff,
fierce
it's fine.
will
Just
and
sit down.
camaraderie from the 2010
But is it
film.
because he's only 3
The
years in that he's not
iconic
so
S emblem
powerful?
on
Like
his
the longer
chest
he
is
goes,
also
the
in
more
Christopher
powerful
Reeve
he gets.
Superman
Two
was
different
like
design options
3
exist.
years old and lifted a truck.
A new masterpiece
I
shaped
mean,
through sculpting
remember that?
and story.
I mean, the guy who Tom
The man of
whatever on
steel,
Smallville did the
seated
same
alone
thing.
in
So
his
you telling me
fortress of
the
solitude,
CW
and
Superman is
feel
stronger than the James
Saraji
Gunn Superman?
loneliness that quietly stir your soul.
Could be.
Okay. You know, maybe that should have been something you kept to yourself, James Gunn. Since the
So-
whole franchise rides on this one movie.
The front of this, it
He also
wouldn't have
said
near as
that
much height.
people- Yeah, he also said that people like us need to chill out, be patient, even though we've already waited over 2 years because Matt Reeves works slow.
Collapsing Ginza, panic crowds, a beam of despair lighting up the sky. The Godzilla -1 diorama we showcased last
That was
spring in Showcase 11
All right, everybody,
captured
good
the
night.
very essence of the film.
Finally
through
got to see
masterful
that
craftsmanship
movie.
and detail.
Which one?
Godzilla
Godzilla
-1?
-1?
Yeah, I watched it on
So
the
good.
plane to Europe.
From Godzilla itself,
It was
to
good.
the
I loved it.
shattered Hattori clock tower and abandoned cars. Every element is crafted with striking precision.
I like
Now,
the time
with
period
our
too.
latest
It was like
piece,
a kind of an
we're
origin
shifting
story. I thought it was
focus.
really cool.
This time,
Mhm.
it's all about the presence of Godzilla itself. Get ready. to
Sometimes they
experience
do
the
it in
fear.
chunks, and sometimes they spread it out. So there might
From
still be
zero.
more DC. We'll see. I want to thank 161 watching. Please hit the like button, guys, if you're enjoying it. Like
How many?
button's right below JWR
161?
there.
Wow.
161 right now.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, these Godzilla King Kong stuff has been really good, but I'm excited for this one. See what they do with it. That looks just like the movie right there. I think that's the one we did last year, right? Or they teased last year.
Don't.
Yeah, I think that's the one they showed last year.
That looks good.
Oh, it's a bust. Or maybe they teased it before? I don't know. Maybe this is something. Oh, this is
They
going to
did a
be out. It's
Godzilla
going to be
bust.
him swimming in the water.
They
Kinda
did a
look like-
Godzilla bust a few years ago. It was really good.
So what they said is they scaled that Godzilla bust down to make this statue. That is what I think I read.
This is that great shot of him coming out of the water.
Yeah. I gotta watch this again.
It was good.
You know what happened was we watched it the first weekend that it came out, and it kept freezing on us on Netflix.
Oh, really?
So when that happens, my mind immediately just goes out the window, and I get frustrated and angry.
Yeah, you should watch it again. It was really, really well done. Beautifully filmed. I've really been into subtitle movies, I guess, because I've been watching I just lost it.
What was that?
The games. What?
The Squid Games?
Squid Games. Yeah, thank you. Season 3 next week.
Oh, so Kaylee just texted me and said her favorite Catwoman portrait was the first one, goggles down, no smile.
Okay.
They're all good. There's not a bad one, you know?
I wish it was a little bit more, that looked a little bit more like Jim Lee. I feel like there's a little bit of a disconnect there.
Line, it's got to be Jim Lee style.
Right. Yeah. And I feel like that's the only one that doesn't fit.
Yep.
Godzilla
she does. Like the body looks great. The pose, I love the pose.
It kind of reminds me of the Creator headpiece. She's in that kind of
yes,
pose,
exactly. You know? Yeah, very similar.
Same pose.
Same pose. Gargoyle based, you know.
Still
the only thing is, I don't think the Tweeter one has cats on the base.
Emerges.
Right.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That's the only difference.
And obviously, this one's going to be, bigger and, a little bit more dynamic.
Yeah. While the original statue conveyed the fear of a kaiju attack through ruined buildings.
Yeah, the purple has me concerned. That's the only thing that
this piece
I'm not sure I can get over is the purple, but I guess we'll see.
Godzilla's overwhelming scale, standing roughly
those do look really good together.
Tall and 91 centimeters deep.
Wow, 91 centimeters.
The creature parts the sea and charges.
Gonna need another coffee table, Billy.
Swirl around its waist. They hint at the unseen motion of its.
Where do you put this thing at?
On the dining room table.
And
I was gonna say, your
composition lets us experience the sheer weight.
I mean, you're gonna need the
creature
solid
itself.
oak dining room table for that thing.
That's
the increased scale brings out even more detail. Its eyes, with lens-like
Theodore's not a fan of the purple either.
Shine with a wet, organic gloss. The chest and arms.
He's been waiting for that one as long as you have.
The dark, sea-weathered skin.
What they teased her maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Each element draws you in with Prime One Studios' signature
long
craftsmanship. Of course, the bust includes LED features. Its open jaws and semi-translucent dorsal fins glow a brilliant blue, just like the tense moments before Godzilla unleashes its atomic breath. Select versions also come with a miniature version of the original diorama. It's compact.
That's interesting.
But packed with detail, from Godzilla itself to the shattered city base.
It's weird. It says select ones.
In contrast to the highly detailed bust,
get lucky if you get one.
This item allows you to appreciate the condensed sculptural beauty of Godzilla. To see this beast suddenly appear before you is overwhelming. Its presence, its power, its sculptural beauty. This is a piece that belongs at the heart of any Godzilla collection.
Oh, wow.
Remember that giant Lord of the Rings thing they teased with that big ogre guy? I can't think of his name. That
captured in
battle diorama. I wonder if they're still going to do that one.
Reimagined in a
oh yeah, I forgot what that was.
Studio continues
that was a full dining room table piece.
Yeah.
It was
crazy. Small too, right?
Yeah.
It's like a 1/3 of.
It was nuts.
Making his appearance today.
I remember on
powerful.
Mr. X got in the I don't know, something from Lord of the Rings, and he couldn't even bring it downstairs.
Yeah, him and Todd tried to get it down. They just left it.
The darkness he brings has been sculpted in
it's possible, detail. Theodore. I don't know. I'm hoping. I can't believe we haven't seen more from the Riddler.
Yeah, that's been a while already.
It's been a while. Ooh, I wonder if this is going to be Voldemort. Possibly a Death Eater. But I'm going to guess Voldemort. Jam Duke said the same thing. Ooh, that's awesome. This is going to be a cool statue. Got the Death Eaters. I don't know. That Iron Studio one was fantastic. It'll be hard to beat that one. We'll see. Oh, that looks fantastic. I might get this statue.
That Iron Studios piece was really good.
It was really good. I
Didn't
love
you
the
have
base.
that one, Chris?
Yeah, I had it for a while. I thought my wife would want it in the collection, but she didn't.
Okay. Was it because of the seam line?
No, it just she thought it was too creepy and scary, and this looks fantastic. Yeah, I agree. This is stunning. I love the two portraits.
This is pretty good.
What quarter? Yeah, quarter scale. Man, that's a really good looking statue. Ooh, that's a hit for me tonight.
Jurassic Park, Jurassic World.
Ooh,
These
what?
legendary film series. is
Anybody see
all
that
part of
Jurassic
our imagination.
World experience in
With
Japan?
a new movie on the horizon. The
I haven't seen
excitement
much of
is
it.
Only growing.
It's on
And
YouTube.
the
It just
theme
opened up
was
not that long
behind
ago.
our
It's
statue.
insane.
Inspired
It's
by
like
the
walking
future
through Jurassic
Jurassic
Park.
Park.
That's awesome.
Really?
With like life-size animatronic dinosaurs. There's a T-Rex, and it's just crazy. There's waterfalls in there. It's nuts.
From the
So we were
stars
just in
and from the
London,
earth.
and there's a
These
place
dinosaurs
called
are
Leicester
joining the
Square,
lineup
and that's
once
where
again.
we were kind of staying near that area. And it's like this big courtyard, and it's got all these restaurants and shops around. Well, like 2 days after we left, I follow a guy named Adam the Woo who does a lot of Disney stuff, and he was just there. He was just walking through there randomly, and they had the Jurassic Park world premiere right there, and so we got to see like Scarlett Johansson and some of the stars from the movie. It's like I missed it by 2 days. It would have been pretty cool.
Is anybody going to go see that movie?
Yeah, definitely.
I will. I'll watch them all. Nothing beats the original trilogy, but I'll go see what they're going to do.
Yeah, the new ones have been good, but I agree that first film's hard to beat.
I think for the new one, the Blue the Raptor was the best part of all three of those movies.
And I'm assuming this is another completely reboot again. So this whole thing with Scarlett Johansson, I'm assuming, is not related to the blue version. I don't know. We'll see. These must do really well for them. They've had a lot of Jurassic Park pieces. And they're all good.
Mm-hmm.
Jurassic Park 3.
It was which one was that? But I was with William H. Macy, right?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
That's cool. I don't think they've ever done this character.
This is the scene where they were walking across the bridge and it collapsed. And
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a fun one.
You're so close. And the one was far back. That's what man looked like. He was like just chilling. Like when it almost like.
Yeah, looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
Something really different too compared to what they've done. Yeah, having the nest is cool and the skull there on the.
Because it's right out of that scene, that part of the movie. I like this one. This is my favorite so far.
Yeah, that was such a great scene.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you said that because I'd forgotten. I hadn't seen that in so many years.
It's been a minute for me.
Been a minute, yeah. But that was probably one of the best scenes in the movie.
Oh, growing up, I would watch the Jurassic Parks like all weekend, back to back to back. I just loved them.
My father-in-law got to do the helicopter ride in Hawaii where they actually come down just like they did in the film, and they drop them off right there.
Oh, that's awesome.
That'd be pretty neat.
Ooh, a T-Rex one sit.
T-Rex. Always my favorite dinosaur. I love T-Rex.
Velociraptors were my favorite.
Hobbits, elves,
It's like a new
dwarves,
dinosaur. Like I'm like old school brontosaurus, you know?
Slow lumbering, eating some leaves. Yeah.
Not bothering anybody. You
Yeah,
know?
no, that's right.
Iconic moment, brought to life with craftsmanship.
Well, some of these Lord of the Rings have been
dwarves
really
believed
fantastic. I
into existence.
can't think of a
Where there's
character they
light,
haven't done yet.
There is always shadow. The servants of Sauron have also been realized in all their terrifying glory, just as they appeared on screen.
Our latest addition to the series is a towering monster of darkness. The dread that ruled the minds of Moria is about to rise before your very eyes.
I see what you did there. And what'd they say about these next level events? They want to do like 4 or 5 a year now? I bet like every couple months they're going to have another one of these. I want to thank 174 people watching right now. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out with us tonight. Again, if you would hit the like button, that helps other people find out that we're live, and YouTube promotes the video. So please help us out. Really appreciate it.
174. Thanks, guys.
That's awesome.
A lot of options to watch this thing, and you guys are hanging with us.
Yep,
We
really appreciate
that.
it. Thank you guys.
It's because I jumped on.
That's right. I was gonna, this is the one I'm talking about. Look at that. Look at
Oh my
that.
God.
Look at that.
This is him, yeah.
Did you see this? This thing is insane. This has
Now
got
he-
to be the biggest thing that they've ever produced.
Now, if you could do that, why can't you do a Clayface?
Oh my God! Come on.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume that Lord of the Rings fans are maybe more than Clayface fans. I'm guessing. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think so.
Well,
Zach,
not
my
until the
dream
Clayface
statue.
movie comes out. Once the Clayface movie comes out, they'll make one.
I hope so.
It's a cave troll or cave monster or something like that.
Them putting that thing together. Oh, it's got the orcs on the.
Is this the base of the statue?
It's just the base.
God.
Jeez, like Christmas. You could just tell her putting that arm on. You could just tell how heavy it was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is cool to actually see it painted now. Man, this is one heck of a diorama. This is a Jeff Morris dining room table for sure.
With that extra piece that you put in the middle.
Yeah. Being delivered by a semi truck. That's right.
Oh, God.
Backing up to Mr. X's house. It is awesome. I love how dynamic it is.
Wow.
Same thing they did with Killer Croc, where they've got the rock pieces kind of like flying off of him to give it movement.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's really effective. And look at that. God, I wonder how deep it is. The same thing when we saw that Clayface in Chad's car with the seat belt. You know, it's like, how deep is it? Look at that thing. Look at that.
That's insane.
Man, that's going to be really popular. Sorry about that. Goblins, not orcs.
Dune Part 2.
My kid would need to
The
move out to
sleeping
make
second
space for this.
epic saga set in the
Well,
I love
son,
it.
you had a good run. You got to
That's
go.
right.
intertwining of politics, religion,
But he's
destiny,
only
and
3.
vengeance.
Oh, darn it.
For the debut of our new format, the Real Elite Master Line, we chose none other than
All right, so
Paul
this is
Atreides.
that,
From the raised crysknife to the masterful painting,
more
than
to
one
art
head
and
sculpt.
materials, this piece is a true pursuit of realism.
Now, his nemesis rises in the same format.
All right, so they're going to have a companion piece.
With a cold, charismatic presence the Harkonnen family.
I was almost going to watch this on the plane, but I ended up going with a different movie because I still haven't seen Dune or Dune 2 yet.
It's really good, graphic wise.
Did you like one better than the other?
So I just like not that long ago found out that there was a Dune way back in the day too.
Oh, that's the one I knew of. That
I watched that one way back in the day. That one's the best one.
Oh, you like that one better?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do like what they're doing. Again, I am disappointed if they're not working with Blitzway anymore, but this is they've been really doing well with these likenesses.
Yeah, I mean the Henry Cavill one that looks phenomenal.
There's Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
Looks just like him. I don't remember the actor's name, but
it's Theodore Austin or Austin Theodore,
something like that. Yeah, it looks just like him.
Austin Butler.
Thank you. That's right. I can't remember. I don't think they said these are not silicone. I don't think. Because Prime One, I mean, Johnny had told me that they would not do silicone ever, but they want to achieve that silicone look, that more realistic look. And that one's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
That one's sculpted. Yeah, thank you very much, Uncarded. Thank you. A couple of different looks, maybe, poses. I wonder what the price point will be on these. Because they also showed the Henry Cavill.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of who else they showed on recent shows that were all part of that line. But they've all looked really good.
The Dune pieces and
the real elite
Cavill
master line began with Paul Atreides from Dune Part 2.
Because the
those right there.
Fade Routha,
yeah,
to House Harkonnen, and
Keanu Reeves, that was all through Blitzway, right?
Joins the line.
And those look really good, really
Matrix
good.
Pieces, yeah.
And the John Wick.
The John Wick stuff, yeah. What else has this guy been in?
Fade Routha.
He was Elvis. He was in Biker.
That's right, he was Elvis,
yeah.
Elvis is the only one but I haven't seen that movie, so I don't. I just know of him.
A piercing gaze filled with cold.
That looks fantastic to me.
His composed stance merges elegance with madness, evoking both his brutal skills and sadistic instincts. Paul, the visionary messiah.
Hopefully these do well. I know,
the tyrant.
Remember, the boys ones they canceled.
By presenting both
yeah,
that was sad.
Which was really sad.
The same base volume,
they were really good.
Their opposing natures come into even sharper focus.
Butcher was the one I liked the best out of them.
Yeah, Butcher looked fantastic. So, do you think this franchise is more popular than that?
The portrait
I think the books are,
and
therefore the movies are popular because of the books.
You're probably right.
The sculpt fuses menace and charisma.
And there's probably a lot of Dune fans from way back in the day.
His battle suit highlights the contrast of metal, fabric, and leather, with every panel and crease faithfully rendered.
I can't remember. These are third scale, right?
Flows with
I think these are. Oh no, I think they are third. Yeah.
The base merges the desert sands of Arrakis with the commanding forms of House Harkonnen, grounding the piece in its brutal world. An alternate version includes additional swappable heads and arm parts, with a variety of weapon combinations, from dual-wielding a longsword and a short dagger to holding a knife close to his chest. Each display option tells.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see the price point. Do you think that I'm assuming they're doing these to compete with J&D.
And material treatment. This is Fade Routha Harkonnen as you've never seen him. A masterpiece that embodies the dark allure of Dune.
I want to see some of these in hand to see what people think. So I don't think any of them have gone up for pre-order, I don't think.
Simulations, shooters, horror, and fighting games. The world of gaming is endlessly vast. Each genre offers its own brand of top-tier entertainment, and all of them connect deeply with us in their own
Uncarded
way.
says day one
From
pre-order.
photorealistic to stylized anime aesthetics, CG technology continues to evolve.
They have
And with it,
one sale.
Unforgettable characters are born. They've become an essential part of Prime One Studio's lineup.
184 watching, guys. Thank you so much for being here again. Can't thank you guys enough for choosing us to hang out with tonight. Again, please hit the like button if you're enjoying it at all.
Hi.
Hey, there's the kid we know.
What's up, buddy?
Hi.
Getting all big and whatnot.
Yes, he's been in the pool all day, so he's all burned.
Nice. Sounds like a rough life to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
What is this?
I like the music. It's got some,
Yeah.
little disco-y music going on. I probably need to mute it a little bit so I don't get copyright strike, but
I mean, I've never heard this song, so
yeah, well, that's the thing is like you never hear these things, but then like as soon as the video's done, it like copyright strike. I gotta go back and mute it. Well, that thing is pretty dynamic, whatever this is. No, Persona. They're saying Persona 5.
Persona
Again,
5.
this crowd, you guys watching, you guys know your stuff.
Well, now I have a question for the chat. What happened to Persona 1, 2, 3, and 4?
That's right. Look how big that thing is. Look, it's got stands to help it stand up. That is crazy. That's a beautiful art piece, though.
They make some insane stuff.
They do. There's a companion piece there.
This looks really big. It's got a huge footprint.
Really big. I mean, I'm assuming it's like quarter scale, but it could be like 6 scale. 1/4, yeah. That's really cool. I like the stands. That's kind of neat.
That's a smart idea right there to keep the wings from breaking.
Yeah.
The most popular. Okay.
Appreciate it. Again, this audience, they know their stuff. I'm so thankful because I have no idea.
I'm going to turn the air down.
I think that's what I like most about these shows is that it becomes real, like interact more than a Rogues, where it's more interactive with the chat. That they're just firing these things off and helping us out because we clearly don't know what any of this is.
No, nothing. Not a clue. These look cool.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. That's really neat. It's kind of cool, like with like her chest, like it's got the fabric pulling.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of a nice touch right there. It's like little details like that, even on her belly button, the fabric pulling. That's really nice. I love little details like that. That was what was so cool, again, about being in France and London, going to some of these museums and seeing like Michelangelo pieces and seeing where it looks like wet fabric over skin, and it's
nice.
all done through marble. Like it's just, I don't know. It's just crazy how talented they were way back then.
GNK.
Reminds me of some of the stuff like Maria Pamphilova has done on her Instagram. Like just amazing. Justin says she had a belly button. Where were you looking, Justin? Yeah, they were truly the masters. Uh-oh, there's Justin's going to be distracted there on this one too. Girls front line, I think. Front line. You guys have been 100% accurate so far, so I'm going to trust you guys.
Dang.
LTLX 7000. Yes, they do, Theodore. You're right. Obviously, these are video game franchises. Definitely going to be more whimsical here. Say, not all this is for everyone, that's for sure, but I still appreciate it just to see new stuff. I think it's always cool to see what they're making.
Haley said her boobs were ugly.
Yeah, I'm an expert on this one, Django. I know all about this one. You have all the magic potions back there.
It's a weird winking face.
Yes, it is. It's fun. I like the way they did the window in the background. That's kind of a neat, separate little piece. I like the art direction.
What logo was that?
I'm assuming maybe this is Gears of War, maybe? Guilty Gear? Soul bad guy.
Bad guy.
I wonder if they're still doing the Street Fighter stuff. Those are always really neat.
Was that the one where they were all working out?
That was PCS that did that one.
PCS that did those.
But like Prime 1 had a lot of like super dynamic. They looked really great. I think they only did like maybe 3. I think they did Chun-Li, but only available on their website. So a lot of people didn't get that one. Justin says, I have yet to recognize any of these video games. Street Fighter you might recognize. This is going to be a big one. Looks like they might only have digital renders here. Little teaser. One 1/4 scale. Akuma. That's cool. Okay, I do know Street Fighter. That's what I thought.
At Prime 1 Studio.
I said Roman Reigns is playing this guy apparently.
Knows no bounds.
Oh, really?
There are always exciting new projects.
That's I thought that was a fan casting, not an official casting yet.
Here are some carefully selected title teasers.
Could be.
These are beloved classics and trending titles alike. And just imagine which characters might be brought to life. It's thrilling just to think about it.
So these are just some title teasers are going to show us maybe some new properties.
Your predictions and requests are more than welcome. At Prime 1 Studio, your voices mean...
I want to know who dresses this guy.
After all, it's you.
Do you like it or not?
No.
Our lineup.
That red tie with that shirt is not that.
Yeah, I like the shirt, but the red tie doesn't. Yeah, say the red tie.
That is not JWR's clothing approved.
That's right.
Send him an email.
Ooh, is this Chainsaw Man?
Why can't this be Poison Ivy? So again, these are just going to be little teasers.
Chainsaw Man.
Yeah. Did you see any at Comic-Con this year?
I did not.
Walking around?
Comic-Con, Chainsaw Man got replaced by Jinx all weekend.
Yeah. You see her a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they might be, Django. The darker red tie would have been better. Let's send him JWR's way. He'll help him out.
Mm-hmm. I'll dress him. Just put my logo right above Prime 1 in the corner.
Right.
Music.
Legend of Beauty and the Beast. Well, that's interesting. Would that be a Disney property? I'm guessing not.
Throughout the ages, across countless art forms, the essence of beauty and beast has been explored and reimagined. Prime 1 Studio proudly presents The Legend of Beauty and the Beast.
XM, they were doing a lot of Disney stuff, and I wonder where they are with that.
These two timeless themes to life.
Where are they with anything?
Well, yeah, I know.
Where are they with my White Knight Joker?
Yeah, no kidding.
The stage is set across a vast array of fantastical realms. From each artist's unique culture and imagination emerge striking, original characters. Radiant and
they're actually
powerful
sculpting in
beauties,
clay. That's pretty
a
neat.
fearless swordswoman who strikes with blinding speed.
That looks good.
Ferocious beasts, such as a cursed frog warrior, a venom-spewing hydra, and a dragon that reigns over the abyss. And perhaps even those who blur the line between both. Creatures of duality, hiding their savage nature behind a graceful form.
It's going to be a nice looking art piece. Mm-hmm.
With a refined sense honed by years of experience, Prime 1 Studio transforms these visions into breathtaking sculptures.
I love showing the ZBrush here.
Each piece is brought to life with exquisite paintwork and masterfully detailed craftsmanship.
Their paint has been phenomenal the last couple of years. That's what they're most proud of.
The Legend of Beauty and the Beast. A story told through sculptural artistry, born from the resonance between creators and Prime 1 Studio. Now, turn to the very first page of this grand project.
That's going to be beautiful.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, maybe it's going to be a
new
series
legend
of
begins,
characters.
Where beauty and beast cross paths.
So it's not Beauty
in a
and the
world
Beast that
of
we're
fantasy.
thinking of. It's literally
just beauty
with beasts. Yeah, that's cool. That could be a really fun line.
In the fantastical world of The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, rich human drama unfolds at every turn. From this epic action
We weren't sure how
RPG,
long the show would be tonight. The last one was two and a half hours. The one before that was an hour and a half. We just reached the hour and a half point. So again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight and hanging out with us.
Scale statues, allowing for even greater sculpting and painting detail. We've also embraced the challenge of creating DLC
Hashtag not
outfits
Game of
in
Thrones.
fully realized form.
Up next is a young
Well,
sorceress.
they've done a lot of
named
Witcher
Ryan
stuff.
Be sure to enjoy her statue alongside
Clearly
the
has done
other
very well for
DLC-based
Prime 1.
statues we've released so far.
Oh.
I'm about out of coffee. That's not a good sign.
See, you should get an espresso machine so you can just run upstairs and make one real quick.
I know. I thought I'd be up all night doing reaction videos, but so far I think I might only do maybe 3.
Okay, I'm loving this one.
That's like kind of like Poison Ivy, Samurai almost. So
oh, Trick.
That's a good looking statue. We don't know yet, Johnny. They might still do more DC. We're not sure.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, her robe's really, her dress or whatever it is really intricate. Look at that.
I've played this game several times. It's one of my favorites.
pretty accurate to the character here.
Yes, it is.
I feel like all of these have been really good.
Trish Marigold.
They've done a lot of her. I bet they've done 4 or 5 of her, maybe.
The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt has captured.
Did you ever watch the show?
Oh yeah.
Was it like I think we made it through like 1 or 2 episodes, but I feel like I need to give it another shot.
So it is very adult. I mean, it's got a lot of nudity and everything, same as the game. But the show, how do I word this correctly? So they took a good chunk of like the stories that were written before, and then they started kind of veering off and writing their own stories that went away from the original
game
material.
Yeah.
So The Witcher was based on a book series, and then it became a game, and then it became a TV show. And so Henry Cavill left because they got too far away from the books. And so he said, I'm not going to be a part of this anymore.
So then the show just ended.
No.
They recast him?
They recast him with Liam Hemsworth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So how was he in the role?
We haven't seen. They have not released the season yet.
Okay. All right. That's interesting.
But I have seen set photos, and it was like Henry Cavill's Amazon and Liam's Wish, and you're just like, oh, you're like, okay. So I don't think it will last much longer.
Interesting.
Witness the ever-evolving artistry of our creations.
Yeah, XM is on a comeback. We're hoping. We're hearing good things, so hopefully they'll continue to plug away.
Devil May Cry 5. This beautifully insane.
Yeah, I was hoping we would see
game
King Batman
is
Who Laughs. I'm
one of
actually kind of
Taiwan
surprised we
Studio's
haven't
most
seen him
iconic
tonight.
Statues.
Many collectors already proudly display their 1/4 scale Devil Hunters, capturing the full intensity of the game. But we've also heard your voices. If only they were a bit more compact.
And when fans speak, Prime 1 listens. Bringing the same impact and precision, we proudly present the twin brothers, now in 1/6 scale.
Justin said the show's already been canceled. I wonder if it's been canceled after this current season is going to come out.
Or I wonder if it got canceled because of what they've been filming.
I was going to say, that would be awful. He said there's 2 seasons to come out, but I believe that's it. So
I don't even want to watch 2 seasons.
That's it, yeah.
I made it through 2 episodes, and that was it.
It's really
1/6
good.
scale. Look at that, Chris.
Yep, I was going to say this is going to be those more budget pieces.
Yep.
Was this an existing statue though?
It was. I think they had it before, and they said the fans wanted it smaller, so they're now doing it smaller.
That's the thing is, like, you know, they obviously started doing that with some of the Prime 1 pieces, like the Hush, Superman, and Batman, going down a 1/4 scale, but offering it slightly different, which I think that's still a great idea. I mean, yes, it's going to piss some of the 3rd scale collectors off. Like, I always wanted it 1/4 scale. Well, too bad. You know, that's just the way it is.
Like, I have the 1/4 Hush Batman on order, and I am so glad that they didn't. They took the bats off of it.
Yeah, I was going to say it's just that way it made it different too. So it's like if you can choose which version you like better. And I don't think every company would do that. I think there's some companies that would just like shrink it down and be like, you know, it's exactly the same. Well, I mean, you would say Sideshow does that, but at the same time, like they did with that mall, they added a light up feature or the, you know, so they are plussing it to go up or down.
I just wish the 1/4 had the bat computer sensor like the 1/3 did.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
But I didn't want the bats. So I was like, please don't put those bats on there. I've heard Chris complain.
Oh my God. I like the way they look, but they were not designed well.
Didn't Dan glue his together?
I glued mine together. They wouldn't freaking stay. They wouldn't stay together, so I glued them together.
I gotta tell you, mine's have fallen off maybe once. That was it.
What I needed to glue was the damn owl on the talon.
Facts.
From the concept
Somebody
masterline
messaged me
series,
yesterday and said, Chris, mine finally did the
compact
same thing.
masterpieces condense the
Like, how do I
skill
fix it?
and
And I'm like,
techniques of their
I can't
quarter-scale
fix it.
Still holding on strong.
Billy, it's literally just going to randomly fall off one day. There's going to be no rhyme or reason to it.
Look at that face. Look at Billy. Billy's like, you don't put that juju on me. He's
Oh
like,
my
Don't
God.
put those bad vibes on me. I've had them like almost 2 years already, right?
I know. That's the thing is like, no, I didn't touch it. I just came down here and it fell off.
Billy, yours is down low though, correct?
It is, but it would still break.
No. It's he had his up high, so did Dan. It's the gravity. Gravity just took that. So you're fine. Center down. Yeah.
His leather pants and boots feature realistic weathering, and the demon sword Dante stands
Easy
behind
has the
it.
statue. He left them in the box. He didn't even put them on.
His confident expression mirrors the in-game intensity, finished with lifelike
Thought I still had him over
realism.
there, but I must have put him away somewhere
Virgil
else.
stands poised with Yamato drawn, his sculpted form radiating tension.
I agree. The bats are already like a plastic material. It should have just been one
And
piece.
its
I agree
signature blend
100%.
of black and navy is faithfully recreated. The swords
They were like, I bet you Prime One was like, you'll enjoy putting all these together.
expression reflects unwavering
And they didn't really even fit together right. Like you had to like really push them together to get anything.
You had to push those keys in, yeah.
Awful.
It adds storytelling flexibility. Alternate head parts offer Dante a look of firm resolve, and Virgil a direct gaze, unlocking new.
I can't believe I bought a J&D today. Isn't that crazy?
I mean, technically, you bought 3.
I did. Yeah.
I
mean, that's
for Prime One Studios. Devil May Cry.
J&D's gonna they're gonna grab your thumbnail for your unboxings and be like, even Batman statue collector loves us now.
That's right. Hashtag J&D hater.
Set in the world of Norse mythology, God of War Ragnarok brought us a stunning new chapter. Our real elite
He didn't even really need the
Kratos
tie. He could have
statue,
just done the
released
shirt
in
with the
early
vest, and that would have been
2025, was a
fine.
true showcase.
Been
of
fun.
what dimensional
Also,
artistry
he needs a
has
better
come
tailor
to
because his sleeves are too long, and he needs to go to the tighter buttonhole.
Already
There you go.
impressive. This new piece pushed every boundary even further. It was without a doubt
Always
a
happy
groundbreaking
about
moment
Devil
in
May
the
Cry.
evolution of our craft.
But that level of quality wasn't reserved for Kratos alone. A towering figure, a deeply human soul beneath divine might.
I wish.
The God of Thunder has arrived.
No one does Red Hood.
Why can't we have a Nightwing or a Red Hood 1/4? Just give me that.
It's amazing they haven't.
But we have 2 Huntresses in 1/4.
Yep. And they have a Batgirl. They've had 3 Batgirls.
3 Batgirls.
But not one. And they had 1 Robin.
Nope. Well, they have, but it has dual swap out. So you have Tim Drake or Damian Wayne.
You have that Robin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. I had it for a while.
Damian Wayne head.
Yeah, that's the one I like. Well, that's cool looking.
So that's Thor from the video game.
He looks great. I think they teased this in
the last show.
ZBrush on the last show. This looks really great painted up. Yeah, he looks cool. This is 1/3, I think, maybe.
It'll be 1/3 to go with the other piece.
Be really big then.
That's cool how they have the hammer floating to them.
It almost looks like real fabric and stuff on him. Like that's a really nice sculpt. That's cool. Yeah, 1/3 scale. You're right, Lewis.
Wow, that's huge.
It'll be a big old boy.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Building on the stunning craftsmanship that brought Kratos to life in 1/3 scale through the Real Elite Masterline series, we now present the God of Thunder, Thor, both Kratos' nemesis and his reflection.
So yeah, is he a bad guy in the game, Thor?
So Kratos goes against all the gods in the game, and so they're always fighting.
This statue fully embodies the overwhelming humanity of the god. His open
He's got a
left
good, neat
arm
character
and
design.
forward
It's a little,
stepping right
it's a little
leg
thick in the waist
create a
there.
stance
Yeah.
that
He's the
amplifies
original Fat Thor.
presence. Power radiates from
He looks
his
cool, but he looks like
mountainous
super
frame,
strong.
while the slight downward tilt of his head
I like the ice kind of ice shards hanging down off the base.
He's got that
every
Babok penguin fur going.
Mm-hmm. This is a nice looking piece.
Yeah, this is really
His
good.
bearded
I actually
face
do like this.
captures the same lifelike realism achieved with Kratos. Sharp eyes.
Sin Jade says day one on this one. It's great to see.
Nice.
Down to
Yeah,
the
this is
shadows
definitely one of the best of the show, I think, so far.
his broad chest, swollen torso.
Love the detail. Again, that looks like real leather.
Swollen torso.
Telling the story.
Look at his skin texture there. Look at that.
Wow.
Leather armor.
I mean,
That's
the
fantastic.
traditional patterns, while worn metal accents are recreated with precision. Mjolnir fuses rugged strength and intricate carvings, embodying a mystic beauty worthy of a legend. The base depicts a harsh, snowy wasteland, scattered with swords and jagged ice pillars. Muted grays and blues capture the biting cold. Above, Hugin and Munin circle, while a towering Odin statue looms behind, whispering of a fate even gods cannot escape. Optional parts
Round is a shape.
explores different facets.
That is
An
true.
alternative head
The
with
Norse god's got to lay off the
LED
ale.
undercharged eyes captures his
I wonder if this
explosive
ice will turn yellow. Well, let's hope not.
His left arm switches between raising Mjolnir.
That's cool with the
or
light up
summoning
eyes.
it with crackling
Oh,
That's cool.
If that
That's
lights
neat.
up with it, that'd be awesome.
dynamic
That is
tension
cool with it
between
flying toward him. That's a neat look.
Thor
Yeah, that is
captured in breathtaking detail.
That I
both
like that a
savage
lot.
and sorrowful. Experience the living myth of
That
the
bird will
god
fall
of
off in
thunder,
2 years. Just
now
watch.
immortalized in the
Don't trust the
latest
birds.
addition
Yeah, don't trust
to
the birds.
real
Just
elite
put a pillow
Masterline
under that
series.
statue at all times.
No,
Just in
birds
case.
are fine on. It's just like a little raven versus a big owl. Two completely different things.
Oh, I'm still so mad. I wish I could repair it.
Can you not?
A man walking
It's
the
got like
line
this
between
little-
loneliness and connection, between life and death.
Death Strand.
Quarter bridges. Death Stranding was more than a game.
This is how
It
little
posed
the
deeply
Talon
personal
foot
questions
is.
to each
Yeah.
and every
It's
player.
got like this little
Inspired
broken
by the
piece of
vision
metal
game
peg.
creator Hideo
There's just
Kojima,
no way you
Bryan
could
One
like
Studio
glue it.
brought
It's
to life
like so
statues of
tiny.
Sam,
Oh,
Unger, and
Like the
Ludens,
peg itself
the
is big,
iconic symbols of Kojima
but it's
Productions.
just
Each capturing the
mm-mm. Yeah, you
spirit
can't be.
of this world.
You'd have to like put a
And
rod
now,
in there and
Death Stranding
do a
2
bunch of
on
stuff.
the beach
something.
has
Maybe
been
Eric could repair it.
announced.
Maybe
Just as the story
I should
weaves
consider it
deep
because I love the
connections,
owl on it.
Prime One
I
Studio
just don't
is
know if he could do
also
anything with it.
entering a new
Wait,
chapter
have you had the
of
broken
its
foot in there the
phase
whole
of
time?
Yeah, I just left the
These
broken foot in.
characters once again take steps forward.
Well, like I'll probably lose it, so like I'll screw it. I'll just put the little. It's got a broken talon
We've
foot right in the
poured
base.
everything into the color, the detail,
Pretty funny.
and the emotion behind each and
But
every
you better go
sculpture.
put it back before you actually do.
I
lose
know.
it.
I probably should.
Let the dimensional beauty of Death Stranding 2 speak for itself.
Well, and part of the problem is some of the tips of the wings broke off on mine too.
Oh,
So it's not like it was a clean break. I mean, it was a fairly clean break, but there were pieces that were off of there, which is okay. But it still pisses me off.
it made me mad too.
Do you think there'll be a 1/4 scale Hush Catwoman? I already got one on pre-order. Prime 1 Batman and Superman Hush. It's possible. We haven't seen any other ones. Like I figured like Ivy would be a shoe-in for quarter scale, and I would say never.
Oh, if they did that Ivy and quarter scale, I'd get it. That'd be
They would sell a ton of it.
Mm-hmm.
They would, to me. I just think that they would do. I mean, it would be a really big base. I mean, it's a really big quarter scale.
They would probably leave that back tree off.
They might.
Well,
So they probably just have that side piece where her hands resting on it.
Yeah, she's supposed to be kind of sitting on it though, you know?
Yeah, maybe they would just redesign it so it wasn't quite as big. That way
Right,
it would still be different enough from the third.
Well, you gotta have like a plant monster in there though, because that's what that is. It comes down and it's a plant monster.
So I don't know. Maybe that's why they haven't done it that way, because it would be harder to do.
I mean, all you gotta do is cut that top part of the branch off and just smooth it out.
I just moved her to the top shelf, and that's a really big piece, and it's heavy.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
Did you know that was originally done by another company?
No.
I believe it was Imaginarium Arts or something like that. They actually showed her, and they never made it. And so I'm assuming Prime 1 bought the file. But they actually showed her just like that. It was another company that showed it way back in the day. A lot of people don't know that.
I did not.
Learn something new every day.
That's right. Useless information from the BSC.
Someone can always use it.
It's like walking with me at Disney. I like the black goo flying up in the air. That looks really cool on the statue. They do a really good job with his likeness.
Oh yeah.
Is this the dude from Lord of the Rings?
No, that's the dude from Walking Dead.
Walking Dead, yeah.
Daryl Dixon.
Yeah, they did a half scale with him. I think this might be the first third scale.
Death Strand.
Is this the game?
That's cool. That's a cool looking statue. Third scale. Yeah, the base is really neat on that one. Those black shards coming up, that's really a cool look. Something different. I like that they have the pre-order dates on these. Did they have that on Catwoman?
Yeah, they had one. I thought.
I'm curious. I have to go back and watch it and see if they have a date.
Led by visionary game creator Hideo Kojima, Kojima Productions has continued to craft immersive worlds that challenge and inspire.
Kind of like that guy a little bit,
In their
Justin.
creative journey, Prime 1 Studio has joined forces with them.
Oh, Darth
these
Dredd
visions
said
to
Catwoman
life
was Q3
through
this year. Oh, that's great.
From Kojima Productions' symbolic mascot Ludens.
It's crazy if she goes up before like Riddler or
2019 release
Mr.
Death
Freeze.
Stranding. Prime 1 Studio has honored their presence in physical form, most notably through
That was the first one they did.
half-scale statues. And with the upcoming release of Death Stranding 2 on the beach, this collaboration continues. This latest chapter is no
Yeah,
exception.
this newest one looks the best
With
out of the three, I
unprecedented
think.
levels of
The other ones I
sculptural
think were half
expression,
scale, if I remember
they
right.
deliver a new interpretation of Kojima Productions' ever-expanding universe.
Pending approval.
Walking Dead would be cool.
Our mission for this piece was clear: to faithfully
Spawn would be
translate
neat.
Kojima Productions'
Todd McFarlane's never going to give up that Spawn license.
Never.
By channeling the full extent of our
I really thought we would get like a deluxe like Batman and Spawn statue from somebody. Like McFarlane obviously did one, but
which defined
I'm still shocked that we didn't get some high quality
set
one.
out to achieve even greater realism using only sculpting.
As soon as you get the Hush Catwoman and Hand Crystal announced a black color costume variant, yeah, I know.
Form and finish.
It's exactly what would happen.
Finely rendered hair,
And I would immediately buy it.
a wide range of textures and materials reproduced.
I want a Deadpool Batman combo statue.
Is an uncompromising embodiment of
I think that's even more or
Prime
less likely,
Studio's
but that'd be
current
cool.
technology
No, because they made the comic's about to come out.
Our second time sculpting
Who's
a
drawing
character
that one?
from
Do you
Death
know?
Greg
Stranding.
Capullo.
For this release,
That's
we
cool,
chose
then.
the 1/3
Yep.
scale.
That's
The scale
possible.
that Prime 1
So
Studio
it's
has
Deadpool
long
and
considered
Batman,
its specialty.
like 6 series,
With the
like a
scale,
6
we can portray not only the character's
miniseries,
intricate equipment
6 comic
and
miniseries.
realistic expression,
I would love them
but
just
also
to do
fully
more.
express the world
I mean, I guess the
building
0
elements
years of
through the
Capullo,
base.
sort of.
In our
Mhm.
view,
But I would love to see Prime
1/3
1 do some
scale
Capullo
is the
stuff. But I just don't know if it would be
definitive format for character statues.
too cartoony because his
Another
style's a little
advantage of
bit
this scale is the
less
expanded
realistic.
display potential.
I mean, they've made enough fat block.
interchangeable parts allows
Good
for
God.
diverse poses and
My son
throwdowns.
was down here earlier, Ledger, and I have all these little heads.
Carry an attaché case.
Got all these, little heads laying around from the Batman versus Croc.
Uh-huh.
Or be
And he
displayed
picks them
with his
up and he's like
cargo
trying to
rack
figure out
in
what
the
statue it goes on. He's
A
like,
rich
these all
assortment of
freaking look the
parts
same.
lets you
I'm like,
recreate
they are.
moments
They're all
from
freaking
Sam's
Fabok
journey
heads.
in great
Every
detail.
single one of them.
Among these options is a particularly endearing
Come on, Prime One. It's time to do a different Batman.
grown-up Lou, cradled gently in Sam's arms.
That face looks
This
great.
single part alone
Mhm.
speaks volumes about the
It didn't
evolving
even
drama of Death Stranding 2.
Batman on Throne come with a Fabok
Sam's
portrait.
equipment features
Sure did.
built-in LED lighting.
And doesn't even go with the artist.
Not even close.
To the display.
Yeah.
No, like that was all. This was a Delado piece. Why would you put a Fabok head on it?
The smoky BB
I just,
pod on his
I don't know.
chest.
It's like, I don't know if the
Every
deal with
mechanical
him is like, yeah,
detail
we
has
got to
been
do 12
sculpted with
statues with your
unrelenting
face.
precision.
I wonder what Delado was
Sam's
thinking when he saw the
side
Fabok
stands a
head.
new
Like, why?
companion, the enigmatic
Why would you do
Doll Man.
that?
Introducing
I bet-
another captivating
I don't know.
element
After
from the
talking with a lot of
upcoming
other
story.
artists, a lot of times
The
Prime One
base is
doesn't
filled with visual motifs
deal
from
with
the
those
game.
artists at all. They just deal with the
Tendrils of
DC
black
license, so
tar
they don't ask for
stretching
permission.
skyward, and
Oh.
flower-like chiral
Just ask
crystals
Tony Daniel.
bending from the ground.
Ooh.
Just ask
Every
Greg Capullo.
detail has been placed with intent, evoking Sam's long.
There's a
and
lot of F
perilous
words
journey.
that they say that I can't air on my channel.
Stranding 2 on
Tony
the
was,
Beach is one of
Tony
the
was
most
hot.
He was
anticipated
hot, man.
releases worldwide.
Capullo was hot.
This statue captures its story and visual identity, condensed
But
into
then
a
other ones,
singular
like, you know, they send the
one-third
statue
scale
to like George
masterpiece.
Jimenez.
Stay
Mhm.
tuned.
So like, I
for
don't
more to come.
understand the different relationships there. Neil Adams style Batman would be cool. Yeah, I agree. It's I think that sculpt is a lot better than their half scale ones.
Yep.
Yeah, me too. Collector Utopia. I'm worried about that piece. If they're not working with Blitzway, I'm really worried about that piece. But I really want that one still. But Superman went up for pre-order, but the other two haven't. Do you guys think that they would cancel it? Do you think that they would?
I don't think so because they probably had that in the works already, you know?
Yeah, but like, why would they have not put it up for pre-order? It's been like what has it been, a year?
Superman went up a while ago. I don't know if it's been a year.
Maybe 6 months, maybe?
Definitely 6 months.
What is this?
Is that a guitar?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just creepy.
What in the world?
Okay.
Love the portrait.
Oh,
That's
this is
cool looking.
Okay, so this is probably one of the villains in the second game that's about to come out.
I like the weathering on it. The metal.
Now, are they going to be able? Now, I want to see that little light up feature on that. How are you going to do that?
I don't know. It's neat if it is.
That's all. It's a battle axe
Yeah.
guitar.
A couple of different poses too. Love the portrait on that.
I
Very
might have to
jokery.
finally play this game because this has me interested now.
That's a cool looking one. Yeah, a lot of different options on this one. I like the guitar behind his head.
That's cool.
Blitzway does do their own thing. They're their own company, but they've obviously used licenses from Prime One to do some other things.
Wow, what a lineup. Every statue was absolutely stunning. It really feels we've taken another step forward in the art of expression. Shizuka, was there one that stood out to you?
Oh, it is impossible to choose just one. From start to finish, I was completely drawn in, and I really wanted to learn more about each and every one.
I totally
Pretty
agree.
cool.
For all the latest updates, be sure to follow our official social media channels and website. And don't forget to add your favorites to your wish list. You'll be notified when pre-orders open.
Yes, And to everyone who stayed with us until the very end, thank you so much.
Thank
It
you
means the
to everybody
world
watching
to us
right
to be
now.
able to
Thank you,
share this
guys.
time and excitement with
He
you
was
all.
talking just now. I was, for some reason in my head, I thought he was going to say, don't forget, let your geek side show. For some reason, I was like, I thought he was going to say that.
Like Susan enters the screen and says that. It'd be very funny. Yep, 2 DC pieces tonight. But like I said, I believe that the thing that they're going to do is do more of these shows more often, and so they might be trying to spread it out a little bit. Obviously, Freeze, King Batman Who Laughs, Riddler. I really thought we would see the full reveal on Riddler tonight.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a full reveal of is Man-Bat.
Oh my gosh,
that'd be nice by now.
Well, when we had Sideshow on, they did talk a little bit about that he is, being painted. There's that Catwoman. See, she does look.
She's purple.
She does look black there, but ugh. Yeah, every 3 months probably a showcase, which is great. It definitely keeps drumming up excitement. There's a little something for everybody with these shows.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're smart not to put all the DC pieces on one show.
Yeah. But, yes, would we like to see more DC? Yes. But again, after having some conversations with Johnny, there's just, they're the Prime One owners. They just haven't had a lot of confidence in DC. But I feel like we have in the last year, we've seen some pretty good edition sizes with DC. We've seen some pretty good sales. We've seen things like the Batman versus Killer Croc sell out. We've seen them all on waitlist. The Batman versus Batman Who Laughs from Prime One. We've seen the Bane on Throne. All of those are waitlisted. So that does say something to me that people are interested. That's really purple.
It's purple.
I hope Johnny addresses that. Sometimes on these shows they'll say like the Batman versus Killer Croc. I'm looking at it and right now it looks very dark, but there is a lot of blue tones to it. But when they first showed that, it looked very blue. Ooh, I forgot about Voldemort. This was a big hit for me. So I don't know. I mean, maybe it's one of those things where they'll play around with it or something, but
this is the hit for me right here. Jurassic Park. Oh no, wait,
not that one, but the other one. Yeah.
Pterodactyl looking thing.
Yep. It's technically, I love the purple, but the Borderland Joker purple.
Yeah. It's like just too purple. Like if it was black with like slight highlights of purple, or even if like in that promo video they had like blue light shining on her, which I was a little bit worried that they were going to do that Sideshow thing with the paint. But I almost think that the blue would have maybe like black with some slight blue highlights.
Well, that's more comic accurate.
Right.
Is the black with the blue highlights.
I'm gonna look up. I'm just gonna look up some Hush Catwoman pictures.
Yeah. It's more black with blue highlights than black with purple.
And
that was just a purple with black highlight suit.
I'll put a few up on the screen. So, okay, the first image I just found, it has purple. Okay, just give me a minute. Let's just take a look at a couple of these.
That one was good.
This one's really good.
Yeah, that Triss was really good. Let me look at a couple others here.
Thor was really good.
Yeah, I think Thor was a big hit. Okay, let me load a couple of these up here for you guys. Oop. Giant clay face. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of this here. Okay, so here's an example. Ooh, it's not a very good picture there.
But isn't that from the Hush 2?
No, this is from the 20th anniversary or something like that. It's Hush 1, but it was just like a new release.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get a better picture here. Since that one is blurry. Is this the same one or different? Hold on.
That's a more clear image.
A little clearer. And that has purple tones to it for sure. Let me see if I can find some other examples from actually Hush.
I get, well,
Man, you really can't go by this. I mean, Batman looks gray, and the statues are blue.
mm-hmm. So they have a mixture. If you do Google, like
let me
save the photos.
I'll just share the tab here.
Save the photos.
So go to Prime One. See, there's a Prime One piece that was Hush.
Mm-hmm.
That there, she's all black there.
Yeah, it looks black.
Which I don't know if they'll ever actually do that one. This is the pose they went with right there.
Yeah,
but that looks more blue to me, like blue and gray.
So there is an 80th edition Catwoman cover similar to that, but she's more purple highlighted.
Is it this one right here?
Yeah, that one.
I mean, there you can see it's very purple. So maybe that's kind of what they were going for. I don't know. Maybe it's okay.
I mean, I don't see them doing two, so I think what you saw is what you're going to get.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Where's Jeff when you need him? Because he'll bust out that comic knowledge real quick.
Well, I think they've depicted her two different ways,
Mm-hmm.
See, that's more like, that's more blue.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have to do some sort of color highlight on black. This is that iconic look there.
Yes.
That's very blue.
Yep.
I just think blue would have looked better. Blue on the black.
Or just less purple.
Yeah. Like I said, it could be just the lighting. I want to see some regular shots in the studio.
I mean, that's the thing too, is like if you look at the Bermejo Catwoman, do you have that one, Billy?
Yeah.
So it's very black, but when you actually look at it, it's got that fish scale kind of like, the way the light hits it is very interesting.
Yeah.
I still don't know how they achieved it, but looking at it right here, it looks black. So I wonder if in the naked eye, if it actually would look more black. I just don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's it's not bad, but I don't think anybody was really wowed by it.
Let me see.
Especially with how long we've been waiting for that piece. That should have had more of a wow factor.
Justin just sent me that. Justin, again, kind of a bluish gray. Kind of purplish, kind of. I mean, I could see where it's kind of purple.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, maybe they're onto something with this, depending on how the light hits it. I don't know. I'm not going to count it out.
Yeah.
Her black was like an ink color with black and purple tinge in lighting. For a piece I've been waiting for forever. I feel like it didn't wow me much at all.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like more than the purple, I'm not sure if I love the portraits. I just don't know if it's Jim Lee enough.
Very Jim Lee.
That too, yeah. If they looked good, they're nice, but they're not Jim Lee enough.
Jim Lee enough. I think you're right on the money with that. So anyway, it was, I mean, a decent showcase. I feel like they definitely had some nice things shown. Obviously, we would have loved to see more DC and some other pieces, obviously, but it's just always nice to be updated. I think that kind of going at a slower pace with not as many pieces out there is a good thing because not as many people are buying. So if you had a show with 30 things, might be overkill.
Yeah. No, I like how they kept this a little bit of everything.
Yeah. So anyway, I think it was a fun show. And again, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Over 2.5 hours, give or take. I also want to thank this guy. It's nice to have him back on the program. Really appreciate it. And JWR, please if I could speak, please plug your channel.
So it's just Stylish Nerd JWR on YouTube, and we just do a show called Collectors Talking Collecting, where I just interview and highlight different members in the community and their journey and their top 5 statues. Or if you collect more than one line, we do a top 5 of Marvel, DC. Like this guy up here had some really great Marvel and DC top 5. So it's just giving back to the community, and it's just a fun little show.
Absolutely. It's been really fun so far, and really appreciate the work that you're putting in doing that. And again, as Billy and I said earlier, really happy for you and your life right now. So we're really happy for that. And so
he's watching right now. So I'm just going to say what's up to my girl. She's watching right now.
Hello to the girl. Anyway, it's great to have you on. And again, we'd love to have you anytime you're able to come on.
Yeah, I was driving home and I said, what's up? And then you said like to come on. And so I was like, I got nothing else to do. I'll go hang out with the guys and look at this painted rock that we all love.
Absolutely. Well, we're glad to have you here, and Billy, glad to have you as well, as always. And again, thanks for joining us this week, guys. Really appreciate it. I'll be doing some reaction videos tonight if you want to see my thoughts further. But otherwise, hope everybody has a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy it, rest, relax, and just enjoy it. So, anything else you guys want to say before we wrap it up?
Yeah, like I said before, a lot of other great YouTube channels do these watch parties, and we had at one point I think 180 people chilling and watching with us. So thank you very much for that. We know there's options out there, and you chose to hang with us, so it's much appreciated. Thank you to JWR for gracing us with his presence today.
You're very welcome.
For Kaylee lending us. I hope Gianna won, by the way. So,
they won a couple of the games and they lost their last one, but they have an 8 a.m. game tomorrow.
Nice. All right. Well, thanks everybody for hanging. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on. It's been fun. It's been a while. Maybe the next showcase I'll jump on with y'all again.
Absolutely. That sounds great. We love that. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. If you would hit the like button on the way out, if you haven't done so, that does help me out tremendously. And again, definitely check out JWR's channel as well. And we'll see you next time in the Batcave. Bye, everybody.